that time again. Time to get laid, come on. Oh yeah. That's right, baby. Come on. Time to get laid. Oh yeah. Welcome to the Lame Podcast.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the Lame Podcast. I'm Magic,
And I'm Zach.
and that's about it. Because Lewis is back in London. Well, back in London now. So it's just me and Zach. And don't worry, it's not just going to be us throughout the show. We're just part of the first half of the show. And Alex, Alex, who's that guy? Alex? I don't know. I kind of remember him. Was he a guy who just used to have a beard? I don't know.
Was he just some guy that I
used to know. Yeah, so Alex and Lewis are going to be doing the second half, or hopefully. If they haven't, then I'm just going to be chatting shit, and this is going to be a really short podcast. But
they might have even done the first half, and this has to become the second half.
yeah.
If so, ignore everything we've just said.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So it's just going to be me and Zach. So we all know what a two-man podcast is like. Shit. So good luck, guys. Have fun.
And if you enjoy it, we'll give you a cookie.
Yeah. And a new track. A new song by a mate of mine, or my mate's band. It's called Sailors and Saints. Make sure you check them out on the Facebook, the Twitter, the SoundCloud, the YouTube. Search them up. Sailors and Saints, they're pretty good. They're, how would you describe them? What sort of genre would you say they are?
I don't know.
It's kind of indie.
Yeah, like indie rock maybe.
Indie rock. We may be completely wrong, and my mate might just scream at the podcast, "No, you cunts! We're postmodern! Da da da!" Alright, fuck me.
We're cybersonetic mad cunts.
So, I apologise, Adam, if you listen to this, and we said you was indie rock, and you are like, no, we're not indie rock. We are but men. Rock. This is okay. Yeah, this is
The greatest podcast in the world.
This is just a tribute. Couldn't produce the greatest podcast in the world. No,
this is a tribute.
Yeah. Second recording studio. It's a bedroom. Alright. Okay, enough of that. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So, Sailors and Saints, check them out. We're playing a tune at the end called... I'm all professional with my notes and whatnot. Called... Oh, what the fuck are you doing, you icon?
Sailors and Saints.
Sailors and Saints.
You only said it like 20 seconds ago.
No, I said, what are you stabbing me with, you prick? And the song's called Who I've Been. Who I've Been. Sounds all deep and shit.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good tune.
Yeah.
Me and Zach was just listening to it just before. I'll show Zach. I mean, I've heard it a plethora of times. But Zach needed to listen to it. So Zach, you got the thumbs up from Zach.
2 thumbs up.
Ching. Okay, so, alright, suddenly get one of those sparked up. Kiddo.
Will do. He's going for lucky number 2.
Ding dong. Okay, so, what have we been doing this week? Is the question I normally ask, and it's the question we're going to answer.
I was hoping that was a rhetorical question.
So, yeah. So, what we did this week. Shall I start? I'll start.
Yeah.
I went for... Lewis was still up at this point. Obviously, Lewis only went away on the start of the weekend. So, throughout this week, we recorded the podcast quite late. So, you guys have got everything sort of halfway through the week. So, then the rest of the week, we went for a Chinese in a place called Middlesbrough, called Banana Leaf. And went with my auntie and stuff. And she goes there, we'll go there. And she goes, oh, it's a really nice place. Da-da-da. She hasn't been for a while. We get there, like, oh hey, she goes, the drinks are a bit expensive, but that's about it. So we get there, and apparently the price has gone up now. For per person, it's like £8.90 for this Chinese buffet. And we're like, okay, that's alright, £8 for a buffet, that's not bad.
No,
So I think, fuck it. So we go in, and we sit down. We notice on a big massive sign saying limit of 2 hours maximum. We're like, what? We're only allowed to sit here for 2 hours? Which, 2 hours is an enough time. You probably would only be there for 2 hours. But the whole point of them pointing out and saying, your limit is 2 hours. Not 2 hours, 10 minutes, not anything like that. 2 hours, yeah. I think, go fuck yourselves. You fucked yourselves up here. Completely and utterly. Because if you didn't have that limit up there, people would probably not even stay for like 2 hours. But all this has happened now is you've made us rush and eat our food.
There's people though that'll be like taking the piss and just sit there all day and like have 3 meals.
Yeah, but the thing is, obviously there should be a piss taking limit. Sure, if it like they should have it. They should have the like they should have like a little thing where they're like, well, we openly state that we can like ask you to leave if you're taking the piss or something, and have that on the sign.
if you are taking the piss.
And that would be a responsible sign. I'd be like, well, that's fair enough. If you guys come over and say, I'm taking the piss, and I am, then obviously you ain't going to do that for no reason because I'm a paying customer. So that's what the sign should say, because basically we went there and we probably only stayed there for like 40 minutes maximum because we just rushed to eat. And plus that's another point I'm going to make now is the quicker you eat, the more you can eat. So I managed to like cram up 2 big platefuls of food, yeah, just cram it down me before I was even full. And like, if you had I would probably had like 3 small plates, and it probably wouldn't have been half the amount of what I actually put on my plate. But because I was like, fuck this, I want to get my money's worth, I'm gonna fucking heap it up. Plus, because we're there for such a short time, we ain't gonna buy drinks, and that's where you make up your money because you've got expensive ass drinks. And we probably would have bought more drinks, sat there and had a laugh after we had our meal. You know what I'm saying? You'd stay there for a bit longer, but you just don't feel wanted. So you're just like, fuck this.
You don't feel wanted.
You don't feel wanted. So, another fucked up thing as well, because your drinks are so expensive, maybe some people might like tap water. You're not allowed fucking tap water unless you're on medication. You see what I'm saying?
It's like fucking go to Scrooge's house for fucking Christmas dinner, innit?
Yeah. Just taking the piss. But, oh, here's something funny. Kind of like, it's ignorant, because it's a child, so it's alright. But, this kid was apparently there just today, because my mate went today to this banana leaf, and this woman comes in with her little child, and she's like, comes in, she asks her, when's the buffet on? He goes, oh, not for another 2 hours or whatever. So he's like, okay. And just as they're leaving, the child goes, Mum, why does everyone look so tired? And because they're all Asian. he was like, why do they all look tired? And I was just like, wow. I guess it's not very. If you said it without hate in his heart, then he wasn't racist. Like, that's Reginald D. Hunter said that. Like, the best ever. It's like, well, you said something. It may be racist, but did you say it with hate in your heart? And if you didn't say it with hate in your heart, then it wasn't racist. But if you're actually meaning it to offend, well, that was just straight up childish ignorance. Which is alright. We'll let him off. Won't burn at the stake yet.
Yeah, we'll put the pitchforks away for now.
So yeah, Zach, what did you do this week?
I forgot to even think about it. Like, to tell you the truth, I don't really remember much. Like, I haven't really done much of.
It felt a bit like amnesia because we was talking about it just before we started recording.
Yeah.
We was like, what the fuck did we do this week? And all I could remember was going to that restaurant and what we're about to talk about in a bit, which was yesterday's events.
Yeah.
But other than that, we don't really remember the week that much.
It was, well,
blame drugs.
Fuck you, drugs. Well, today's my last day again. I'm going back off everything, so.
No longer going to be subtle anymore.
Nah. Like, no more smoking back either. Which I haven't smoked any fags, so I'm still claiming that I haven't smoked, so.
Cushy. I don't smoke fags either.
It's
a waste of time.
Cigarettes for any Americans out there.
Yeah, we don't smoke homosexuals. I'll have a 20-pack of homos, please. Oh, the voice is back. That dreaded voice. Like, no other voice is coming up. There's no cheeky cock and geezer, none of that. No, oh, fucking scousers. What the fuck are you talking to? It's all just, fucking hell, mate. I just can't fucking believe it. Wait.
Let's go fucking mental.
So yeah, if we're doing your heads in with the voice, we apologise.
But please don't skip to the next hour.
Yeah.
We're taking some time out of our lives to do this. We hope someone was listening.
Apart from our parents.
And I know my parents ain't listening.
So you didn't what you did go to work though, didn't you, this week?
Yeah, I went to work. Fucking. Oh, like.
Do you know what?
Put your dinner down if you listen to this bit.
Can't.
Fucking.
Put your dinner down if you're eating right now. Listen to the main podcast whilst at dinner with the family. That would be the best thing ever. But yeah, stop eating, guys. Listen
Like,
to this.
I work like I won't name any names, but I work clearing sewage and that, and like fixing manholes and shit like that. And basically, we're working in this pipe, and we had to take this trap out, just like traps like smells and that. But these like this sewer connected to like the entire street, and had like potato starch and that. It was fucking awful.
Is potato starch like the drain man's like worst nightmare?
Oh, it is when you're like working with a full street's worth of thing, and it's like all hotels and that. So all the fucking waste and that, they're just like, it's all just coming down these.
Just think if it's hotels, people are staying away, meaning they're going to eat more takeaways.
Yeah.
And takeaways are just a wrong un for shits.
Yeah.
So you probably have some bad boy excrement coming at you.
And yeah, so I won't go too much in detail about that, but like I've got used to the smell now, and I was like nearly throwing up. I just wanted to say that. But the next day, we had to move like 3 ton of spoil by like hand, like digging and shit, and it was all in this cupboard. So we'd set up this like pulley system and all this shit, because it was quite far down these stairs and that. And anyway, fucking been digging in that, and I was fucking just digging inside this fucking cupboard.
Yeah.
And I felt something hit my ear. And I was like, fucking hell, that feels quite big. What's that? Like, flicking it out and that. It was a fucking spider. And it was fucking massive. I fucking hate spiders. I fucking shit myself.
There's one in the studio. Forgot to mention.
Where? Oh,
It's over there.
Yeah, I don't mind, like, ones that big, but, like, it was bigger than that.
Big gorilla wolf motherfuckers.
Wolf spider.
But yeah.
Coming in packs at you.
So can you imagine you seen a spider like howl? That'd be some scary shit.
Madam Octa.
Yeah. But so anyway, you actually told me some joke stories about your co-workers.
Yeah.
And I want you to share some of them actually with our audience, because they just make me laugh so much when you tell me them. So I'm sure they'll enjoy them.
Yeah, well, I work we work in gangs and I work with my dad, and
Like gangs, like just go around like. Is it like West Side Story?
I'm bad.
I'm cleaning shit, you know it, yeah.
Yeah, like gangs, we drive around in 2-man teams, and we work in like. There's this gang. Well, all the gangs there are funny as fuck. And
He was just clicking a pen. I was just like, that's gonna drive everyone insane. Click, click. Like we're like talking to a metronome.
Burst the subtleness.
Well, carry on. We're working in gangs.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Get out of here.
There's a gang, Phil and Frag, we call them. The funniest fuck. And basically Phil is like, well, Frag's a dwarf, but he's only like 2 inches shorter than me.
So everyone just rips him, even though he's not really that short, but don't tell him that.
And then, but fucking, it was like, yeah, Phil is like, it's like big bloke, he's like clumsy as fuck. And everyone at work calls him Red Triangle Man, because he's like that dangerous.
Red Triangle Man.
And there was one time he was working with a lad called Alan. Mm-hmm. Alan was down in the manhole chamber, and like we used like cement and M60 and all this shit to like fix up pipes and shit. And he's like, "Oh, chucks a bit of cement down, Phil." So he goes, an 8 meter deep fucking manhole chamber, like, so it's like quite a like climb and that. He just goes, "Here you are, Alan." And Alan looked up and he dropped a cement bag at him. I don't know if you've ever picked up a cement bag, but it's heavy as fuck. He said he just had time to like duck down and like put his arm over his head and just hit his shoulder and exploded and filled the entire manhole chamber with fucking cement dust. He said he only just managed to climb out before he was choked to death.
Choking on cement, what a way to go. Here you go, Frank. Right down.
Frag, it's Phil.
Fuck yeah.
And it was Alan in the chamber. It was Phil throwing at you, my cunt.
Yeah, but who is Alan Frag?
No.
I thought it was Phil and Frag.
Yeah, but like he's worked with loads of different people.
Oh, okay.
And
So trying.
another time when he was working with Alan, fucking, he goes, "Oh, can you mix us up some M60, Phil?" He's like cement-based shit, and he passed him it over. He was like, "Fucking hell, it smells of fucking petrol over here." And he goes, "Oh yeah, we've run out of water. I mixed it with it." He was like, "Fucking hell, if I'd have been smoking a fag, I'd have fucking gone."
Blowing up, like trying to throw cement. Fagging out, hanging out of your mouth. I fucking mixed the cement. Oh, so furious. But it just gets me cracking up.
The best one, by far, is they were working at Winter, it was Phil and Frag.
Phil and Frag.
And
they sound like a TV show. They should be a TV
it
show.
actually should be a TV show. They should do a podcast, that'd be funny as fuck.
Phil and Frag.
And fucking, like, in the winter, it's because it's that cold, you have to like pour like petrol onto like the tarmac and set fire to it to like make it warm enough to like spread and that like tarmac shit down. And Frank was just there, like there was a bit of flame on it, he was just pouring little bits of petrol onto it to like make it like warm up and that. And Phil was like, because it was like quite late and that, and Phil was like, "Hey, just fucking pass it here, I'll fucking get it going." He just started pouring this petrol all over it. He just shovelled straight up the petrol and then the can and set fire to the can. So he went shit and threw it under the van and ran off. And like Frag had to go and fucking get it out from under the van, this burning petrol can.
They're blowing him up, fuck me. He has earned his name, Red Triangle Man. That is the best name ever. I'm kind of upset though that we haven't got any munchies for the show.
Sam was none downstairs.
There was none downstairs. It's gut-wrenching, to say the least.
I could cry.
But we won't, viewers. For you, we'll keep strong.
We'll battle through it.
We'll stay strong. But yeah.
You'll all be sat there listening with your fucking munchies and
Yeah. You're quite far away though, Zach. I'm just going to say, I don't think we're picking you up as much. Oh, sound.
There's only one each.
Get ready, viewers. It's the Amber Nectar. Sound.
We really are hey!
Chin chin.
We really are those blokes off the Foster's advert.
We have been compared to it. Okay. So now, it's time to tell everyone about actually the big story of the week, that what we did, like, that was like one of the best nights ever.
Yeah.
We went to a pub called the
Cleveland.
in Redcar, and
I'll just clarify which one, because there's two.
there's two. So we'll let you know the specifics. It's a really nice pub, so if you're ever in the Redcar area...
Yeah, there's never any hassle or anything. The Cleveland Hotel.
Cleveland Hotel, check it out. It's quite a nice pub. And
They always have really good bands on as well.
some of the people we met yesterday were just hilarious. They were just so jokes. But we met some people, and we met a guy called Skin with like fucking long hair. There's loads of bikers that drink there, so it's quite jokes. And actually, even before any of this even happened, we get to the bar, and we're drinking. Zach's bought us drinks, and we're standing by the bar.
I know.
And then he points out some fella, and he goes, "Oh, that guy's called Radar." And I was like, "Radar, yeah." He goes, "Yeah, he looks like one of the biker mice from Mars." And we were like, "He does look like one of the biker mice, like some long ratty nose and everything." Like they should call him like Raptor or something like that. Because he looks like a rat in a leather jacket. It looks hilarious. But we're standing casually. Next minute, I look next to Zach because we're at the corner of the bar. There's just this little like statue icon thing of a rat, and it looks exactly like him, like it's the spitting image.
They put like eyebrows and all sorts on it.
Yeah, and it's just a fucking a rat now that's like, just like him. And we we wanted to present it to him like it was an award, like the Rat Awards or something. It was joke. And this fucking rat dar, he was fucking. Well, we was outside. We'd finished laughing at him, and we'd gone outside to get subtle. And we met this fella called Skin. It's one of Zach's friends anyway. And some tall, massive bloke. He's a biker, and all he does literally is just chat fucking shit. In some of it, yeah, he does come along and bring up some proper gold nuggets. Like there was one where he goes, what do you call a policewoman who shaves her fanny? Constable. And that was the only one I could like actually fathom, because the rest of the things he was just honestly just chatting bubbles, and I just felt like I was required.
Chatting bubbles.
I was required just to like nod, smile, and laugh at like certain points, just so the night didn't feel awkward. So we got on with him, and one of his mates coming out. And he keeps on calling him fucking Bottom Tooth from Family Guy. The guy who's like, and he does look like him. And we're like, fuck it hell, he does. And he's just going along with it. And he's like an ex-science teacher or something. And he just found spirituality, and he was just chatting shit to us as well. Yeah. There was so much shit chatting that night. I think Zach felt like he was at work.
Sitting about doing fuck all.
Yeah. So we're talking to these fellas, and it comes up that I'm a magician, casually, as it normally seems to do that. And they're like, Bottom Tooth seems interested. So he starts talking to me about it, and he's asking about hypnosis and stuff, saying that he's had a lot of fun with hypnosis, and telling me, I won't even bother boring you guys with the stories. But, by the way, we do like these guys. It may sound like we're slagging them off to the high heavens, but they're nice fellas. It was just, some of the things last night were just hilarious. So he's into tarot card reading and stuff. He reads playing cards though, which I thought was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, you're reading playing cards. So he translates it all. And so he said he'd do a reading for me. So he did a reading. And he goes ahead and tells me like some of the stuff. I don't believe in psychic or paranormal abilities at all. Obviously, being a magician, but I like it. I think stuff like this is interesting. I enjoy having a go and partaking in it, as long as it's not taken too seriously. But like he got some hits, which I was like, which was pretty good, like which were like quite relevant hits about me just coming self-employed and stuff. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool. Like they were like pretty good guesses.
Yeah,
so,
I was going to say,
I was impressed by that.
It seemed like you just trying to analyse you while you were talking, and that's how you came about it.
Mm. And then he goes ahead and tells me about some, like I picked one of the queens, and he goes, it's the Queen of Cups, and like she's like a dominant woman, but she might screw you over, sort of thing. And I was like, okay. So later on in the night, I meet this lady called Kerry, and we're chatting away, and like she fucking seems to be a bit into me, invites me to a party and stuff. I'm like, okay, groovy, do a bit of magic for her. And as she goes off, he's just coming back, Bottom Tooth, and he comes and sits down next to me, and I'm just stopping away, and he goes, oh yeah, that lass, she's your Queen of Cups. And I was like, alright then, fair enough. Yeah. Stopping my drink away, next minute he goes, sure, I'll rob ya. And he spit the drink out all over him, just laughing out. He just comes up, sure, I'll rob ya. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about, you crazy motherfucker? So, at this point I was just too subtle for him just to be blagging my head, so it was quite jokes. But then, I can't remember what I was about to say. I was hoping Zach would have a nice little story from the Clevie.
Yeah, I can remember Radar was absolutely fucking hammered.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And fucking Skin said, oh, go and get me a drink. And like they were talking shit for ages. And then he started wandering off to go get him. He goes, right, don't knock over any drinks and don't be an arsehole.
Oh, that's like the best thing. You want to say that to your kids, like whenever it's like, go get Dad a cup of tea and don't knock anything over and don't be an arsehole. Alright. Dad's got a hangover. I don't have kids, I want to be a granddad. Did we talk about this in the last podcast, or we didn't?
I don't think we did we?
We all said that we could imagine ourselves being granddads and like sitting down like talking to our grandkids, but we couldn't imagine ourselves being dads. Like we were thinking we're just gonna be really shit dads, and all our kids are gonna be like, really fucking hate my dad. And then like the grandkids just think we're mint and we're just spoiled and rotten. So just be jokes. But yeah, so I
Some
feel.
of our war stories.
Yeah.
I was in Nam.
I already said on one of the last podcasts I was going to show my kids the film 2012 and say it's a documentary and say we survived this. We survived 2012. Be thankful. And yeah, so did you hear about what we talked about in the last podcast where Alex was like, "Is your forever called like guacamole, guacamole?"
Yeah.
And then one day when she comes back from a Mexican themed party in tears going, "It's guacamole!" and runs upstairs. It'd been 12 years well spent. I was like, yes, he's a legend, Alex. So you'll be listening to this after you've recorded your podcast. So you better say I'm a legend before you even know I was your slag. Anyway, one last story from the Clevie that I have is we was all sitting down, still drinking with fucking Bottom 2, fucking Rat Dar, Skin, and a few other people just come and sat down next to us. And there's this little weedy nerdy guy with glasses. He was sort of flaunting around like he owned the place. I didn't really know why until I realised his dad was the big hard fucker that was with him, the skinhead. I was like, fuck me, your dad's massive and looks hard. So I was like, did you fart?
No, you farted.
I haven't.
What the fuck smells of farce?
Of farce? It stinks of farce in here! To the high heavens! What sort of trickery is this? But anyway, so, the weedy guy acting hard and his big hard dad with him. So we're all sitting down and this weedy guy's with some girls. And these girls are way out of his league. And then I realised the way they're talking to each other, he is the gay friend. But he's not gay, but he's been put in that situation and he doesn't realise it yet. He still thinks he's in with a chance. He's one of those poor souls lost to the friend zone. So anyway, he's chatting away with these girls, and Skin, being the mad motherfucker that he is, starts chatting to the girls and start pulling out fucking period jokes and stuff, and he's like, are you any good with antiques? Because I've got a dirty tampon, I want to know what period it's from. and he says another one, he's like, oh fucking hell, this bird here, marks out of 10. I don't know, but I'll give her one. And then, so this guy's not having any of it, this weedy guy, and he just goes, Skin. And he just raises his eyebrows and gives him a look that you can't actually see me do, but it just made it look like his glassed eyebrows, and he was just like the worst look in the world, but he was trying to look hard. And Skin just looked at him, we all looked at him, and then Skin just carried on and just starts laughing, and this kid's just been ignored. And his dad's standing behind him, his dad's realised this. So his dad calls him over and starts talking to him, and I can overhear him talking, yeah? So as I'm listening to everyone's carrying on doing their thing. These two are talking. I'm listening, and he's like, "Oh, what's up, son?" And he goes, "Well, Skin said something that I didn't really agree with." And he goes, "Well, I gave him the look, Dad." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I've seen, but sometimes the look's just too subtle for some people." And I'm like, "The look? What the fuck is this?" And he goes, "Sometimes you have to be a bit verbal." And he starts giving him like hard man lessons in the middle of the pub to his son, and so. He goes, but no fight in mind. And he goes, no, Dad, you know me, I don't fight. And he goes, all right then. Like, tussles his hair. And he goes off to the fucking toilet, scamps off. And then his dad goes, right, picks up a chair, walks around next to Skin and sits down right next to him. And then he starts fucking having words. And at the end of it, he's like, oh, well, my son didn't like it, whatever. And Skin's like, oh, well, sorry, da-da-da, whatever. And it's left. And so then the kid comes back and he sits down. He'd just been robbed for a seat off the fucking woman who owns the pub, and she's like, fuck off, you soppy cunt. So he just sits parred off and he goes sits next to his dad. And he's sitting next to his dad. And then next minute we're all having a laugh. And next minute I hear him go, oi, mum. Nip that in the bud. And I was just like, what the fuck? He's going all hard man on his mum now. And then his dad goes to him, hey son, that was a good one, that. Nice and firm. Like giving him pointers. And he goes, next time, if the look's too subtle, use one of those ones. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Fucking hard man lessons in the pub. I was like, right, Zach, we've got to get the fuck out of here. This place is crackers. And then so we fucked off. But the Clevie was quite an enjoyable place.
Yeah, it's meant I go there at least two times a month.
So yeah, make sure you check it out if you're ever in the area. You're probably not going to be. I mean, who comes to the North East? But yeah, and wow, we're halfway in and we've just only done like what we did this week, so that's pretty good. So
Fucking, can I just mention, there was one of the lasses that came in just absolutely fucking hated me, and I don't even think I even, like, spoke to her for the entire night.
she didn't even know who he was, and she just hated him. That's fucked
It
up
was
shit.
funny as fuck. I was just sat there, so she was like, "What have you been smoking?" I was like, "Weed."
Well,
she was just like getting proper on a high horse.
what? But she needed to fucking pack that in.
And then like I thought the bar was closed. I hadn't been for a drink for ages, and she goes, "Oh, is the bar open?" I was like, "I don't think so." And then like we went in to go and find a taxi number, and it turned out the bar was still open. So I got like a Disaronno on the rocks and that, and classy man that I am.
Yeah.
And Mr. Big Bucks, not Little Doors.
Hey, big spender. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so as we were leaving to get the taxi and that, she goes, "I thought you said the bar was closed." I was like, What?
Just fuck off. And just as we left, yeah, because they were having a lock-in, the fucking police turned up. We was like, we left at just the right time. Fuck me. As the police was driving into this alleyway, I was trying to get my Parmo that I hid. If you don't know what Parmo is, it's like chicken with fucking cheese on it, and it's fucking
Nectar.
heart attack in a box, but it's fucking amazing. You can only get it up north unless you order parmesans down in London. And parmesans. But it's the same as pie and mash in London. You can't get that up here really. So yeah, we're trying to get this Parmo, and Zach's like doing like a ballet lift. Like I'm like 1, 2, 3, jump, and he's lifting me at the same time because his wall's so high. I don't know how I got up there in the first place, but then we fucking knock it down and fucking nearly goes all over us. We're like, fuck, but we save it. And so I got this Parmo, and the police are just doing everyone in and just fucking getting them
Just running in with fucking riot bats.
after hours drinking, cunts, sweeping glasses off the tables and shit.
Give him the look, son.
He gets a fucking baton straight to the forehead. His glasses break.
Oh, you nip it in the bud.
And we're just kicking him in the chest.
That's before the police arrive.
Give him the look, son. Fucking PC constable just does him with a
PC constable.
does him with a fucking baton. But yeah, so it would be cosmic justice because he was a little weedy mug. But anyway.
Yeah, and we like our garlic sauce, so fuck you. Over here.
Oh yeah, in London they have something called burger sauce, which you can get everywhere really. But it's like in London, I noticed, being the travelling man that I am, that under the analysis of the populace, that in the south they prefer burger sauce, and up north they like garlic sauce. Madness. Oh shit, we didn't even talk about going to the beach.
Nah.
Still, stick with us guys, we've had quite an eventful one day of the week.
Yeah, I know.
After like fuck all happened at once. We also went to the beach yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Should have really talked about that before the Cleve, because I felt like the Cleve was just like a good way to end, where the police just come and ruin it all for everyone. Fight the power! Fight the power there be!
Fight the man, you got soul.
So yeah, we went to the beach, and it's the first time I've ever swam in the sea, and it was quite invigorating. It's fucking freezing though. It was like, I've paddled in the sea, but I've never actually gone out like high, like up to my chest and swam in the sea, which was kind of awesome. And it wasn't super freezing, it was just mildly freezing that day because the sun was out. So it was bearable, and you wouldn't like die of a horrible like pneumonia death.
Yeah.
It was quite bad though, because you like being in Britain, you got the worst of everything up in the north, because it was sunny as fuck. So you was getting sunburnt, but it was still freezing in the sea. So you was just getting fucked over by both angles. We survived.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was jokes as well.
Yeah.
Nipples were out.
I borrowed fucking boxers.
My boxers, not just anyone's boxers. He borrowed my boxers because he's had a big hole in them. So I was going in my shorts, and he was going in my boxers.
Yeah.
Shriveling them up.
Yeah. That was like the walk of shame. It was too cold.
So yeah, that has been our week in a nutshell. Hopefully it's better than the boys in London's one. Hopefully it's better than Alex's and Lewis's stories. We compare us. Yeah, we should mark the show. Tell us what you think of the show, guys.
Shit, he's got a full 7-hour fucking coach ride to talk about.
He has got a 7-hour coach ride to talk about. If he forgets to talk, if they even forget about talk about it at the beginning of the week, that's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Let's get on to news.
news of the week. Go on, Zach. Hit me up with some official news.
A leaflet that's been put through doors in Norbridge. Norbridge Terror? Yeah, Norbridge Terror.
Norbridge Terror.
Invited people to go to a play of Cunt Dracula because of a spelling mistake.
Cunt Dracula. Better show.
There was like 500 people got this thing. 500 residents.
Mum, what's Cunt Dracula? I'll fucking kill him. Just think it's a fella. Like, got some really randy porn. But yeah.
The only way to kill him is to drive a stake through the clitoris.
Do you know what's really fucked up though? Is I don't think that any important news has happened this week. All this is going to be quite novel shit. And it's actually, a lot of it's quite porn ridden.
And do you know why that is?
Why?
It's because we've both been reading the sport.
Yeah, we haven't managed to read any real newspapers. So we just got the sport. It's just all about porn, literally. And even the stuff I found on fucking online as well, it's all been porn or sex, but it's really, guys, get the hand lotion out, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. But yeah, this is something I think I was fucked up though. If treason, high treason still existed, the sport would most definitely have been done for it, and they would have got fucking hung, drawn and quartered. Because I was reading the paper, and they had a picture of fucking Kate Middleton, like a shot up her skirt when she's getting out of a car. I was like, fuck me, the Duchess of Cambridge, and they've fucking shown her fucking nicky nacky news on the fucking paper, a centre spread, so to speak. And I just thought, fuck me, if treason still existed, you guys would be fucking fucked. Like, I wouldn't even dare talk about the Queen now, and I know I ain't gonna get fucked over, but I thought, fuck this, because I don't want to get poisoned with radiation at a restaurant. So, fight the power. But yeah, so you're lucky, guys. You're lucky, the sport. But I thought I had to mention it, that you can find Kate Middleton's Nicky Nacky News on the sports website. Anything important coming up from you? Is there anything actually important that you've actually got? Actually. Just reading.
No, but
no. Right.
I've got something that wasn't in the news recently. It's been around for a while.
Okay.
I'm just moving away from the microphone.
Okay. Apologies for the silence there, guys. But it's all good. It's not really like we ran out of anything. We're just subtle as fuck.
Rapex.
Rapex. What's Rapex?
Right, in Africa, it's like the capital country of rape, basically.
It's not your country. It's a continent.
Oh, yeah. Fuck man.
It's alright. So the African continent.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like a certain place in Africa is like the rape capital.
Okay.
And I can't really remember the name of it, however. But it's like they've invented this. It's like a tube, and it's an anti-rape device.
Has it just got razor blades in it, and the woman just sends it up there?
Like the woman puts it up there.
Yeah.
And it's got like pretty much shark's teeth pointing upwards.
Holy shit!
So like, you can enter, but you can't come back out.
Oh my god!
And the only way so they catch the rapist as well, because the only way to get it off is to go to the hospital.
Yeah, fuck me.
But like, this is like a modern day version of it. They had one before where it fucking semi-circumcised you.
Oh my god! That's madness. Wow. Well, at least it's not exactly like vile, horrible news, but
it's
fucking.
like
You're getting what you
justice,
get.
but
You're getting what you deserve there, you motherfuckers. As we already said, Lane Podcast does not condone rapists or paedophiles or psychics.
He's fucking with me mind.
Oh man, fucking you. But yeah, I'm sorry, psychics, for roping you in with that category of rapists and paedophiles. But I just don't really think you're fucking. I don't mind like mystery entertainers, like psychic entertainers who admit it's entertainment.
Yeah.
But I don't like people who are saying I can talk to the dead.
Derek Akara.
Yeah. some things that we
Fanny
actually
loves
talked
dick. Fanny looks dick. Have you never seen that one?
No. What happens?
He says there's a ghost called Fanny that's like possessing him and that.
Yeah.
He says she's looking for a lost lover. He starts going, Fanny loves dick. Fanny loves dick.
Oh,
He's
do you
always
know
beating
what?
up like Yvette
Do you know
Fielding
what?
and that, isn't he?
I
He's mental.
yeah, he's a proper nutcase. Typical Scouser. No, I'm playing.
Spark up something subtly.
Yeah, I wish I do. Hold this can. But I wanted to mention something actually from last night. The fella that we met called Skin, yeah? Do you know what his name is? His name's Richard. He's called Thick Skin. He's called Thick Skin. I couldn't believe it. I was like, that's like the best nickname ever. Rumpled foreskin. But yeah, you're kind of gutted. Because I didn't even clock until that bird was like, hey Richard. And I was sitting there for ages and I went, Richard? Dick? Ah! And started like wailing to myself. But yeah.
Wailing to myself.
Yeah. I just became a banshee. And
Bob Marley and the Wailers.
yeah, gotta love a bit of Bob Marley.
Even if he wouldn't have loved us.
Yeah. We're sorry that we're white. That's the one thing I just want to point out is like persecution of the white man for our past for our ancestors, like fucking mistakes of being retarded motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
Like, because we're modern day people, and at the end of the day, when people say our people, it's everyone's people really. We're not
one
split.
species.
Yeah, exactly. So, fucking racism. It's fucking. Well, if you're racist, then you just fill your day with hate, and it's just not needed. You need to just de-hassle. But we don't want to bring the podcast down. We always say it anyway. You've heard us on the podcast before to say we don't like racism, so it's still the same. One exactly.
In the true expression.
One love, and fucking.
Love for nature, animal and man.
Gotta get an amen. Anyway, so enough of that. Get off our righteous high horses. Give them a break.
Yeah, they look like need feeding.
Yeah. And let's talk about teachers. Dirty teachers. I wish I had dirty teachers.
So,
Because some of my teachers were fit as fuck.
to tell you the truth, I was actually waiting for you to come up with one of these. Every single fucking paper that the Spot produces has got a story of a teacher having sex.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was our teachers?
Yeah. My teacher, I had some fit teachers, and anyone who went to my school can vouch for that. Fucking hell. But anyway, and none of them fucking. It's like porn that's become reality. There's so many stories I have in here now that it's just like. It's like it's a porn storyline, and it's just happened in real life. I'm like, fuck me. When have these become documentaries? But yeah, there's let me just pick one at random for you. Here's one. A PE teacher in England was moonlighting as a pimp, and he was like running a brothel, and he was like pimping out 4 prostitutes, one of whom was his wife, and he was also pimping himself out. And he's a fucking PE teacher. And it just comes to light and he just lost his fucking teaching, whatever. He can't teach people anymore. But I was like, moonlighting as a pimp. What a fucking... Can you imagine if he wore these fucking like teacher's clothes to pimping and he ended up coming dressed as a pimp to work by accident? Big furry coat and a fucking cane and shit.
Indiana Jones.
So yeah. So, teachers, where was my blowjob?
Yeah, man.
But anyway, here's another one. Coming at you straight from basically a teacher. What the fuck? Oh yeah, a teacher got gangbanged by like so many different students. She's just been done now. Yeah, her wife, her husband was away like in Afghanistan fighting while she was doing this, and she was fucking getting gangbanged by like 18-year-olds, like. Most nights and shit, and the only time it got out, and she turned herself in because a cell phone video that one of them had recorded, like a group had recorded, had got out, and so she turned herself in. And she just like I don't know if she's getting sentenced or not, because the husband was like, well, I forgive her because it's like death to us part or whatever, and he was like, if you put her in prison, then well, you're just punishing the kids and us for something that we can't help. sort of thing. So he wants her out anyway.
Fucking hell.
But I couldn't imagine like fucking after my fucking wife said like loads of guys' willies in her mouth. Like, ever be able to kiss her or respect her again.
Well, no, you just fucking kick it upstairs.
Kick her down the stairs. I love ya! Down the stairs. But yeah, so that was kind of out of order.
Nah, I don't really hit women, by the way. I just like to make jokes.
It's alright to joke about it. It's like, as long as you just don't do it with hate in your heart. So yeah.
Did you ever see that picture on Facebook? It was this woman, she'd been fucking messaging this bloke saying, oh, do you want to get together and all this? And he was like, oh yeah, so and so. And she was like, oh, it's okay, my husband's away. And he was like, you what? And she was like, oh yeah, he's in Afghanistan and that, fucking, so he won't be home and that. And he said, oh, fucking, you fucking absolute fucking sham, fucking diabolical bitch. And fucking he said, oh, he's out there protecting your lives and our country's lives and that. And you're gonna fucking cheat on him. I'm gonna post this on Facebook. And then she's put, you wouldn't. And it was just like posting on Facebook.
You wouldn't. Jokes. Another thing, fuck me. This guy, can you imagine you pop into your local Starbucks, sitting there enjoying a nice cappuccino or whatever.
Expensive cappuccino.
Yeah. And you go, do you know what? I feel like watching a bit of porn. So you get on your phone, using the free Wi-Fi or whatever, and you're like, alright, let's watch a bit of porn. You go on porn and you realise your wife's in that porno. And she's getting royally fucked by this guy and takes a fucking facial and stuff, and she's not the beauty therapist when I'm saying facial. She's like taking baby gravy to the chin, and it's just like he confronts her and says, you're in a porno, and she goes, no, I'm not. He goes, watch this video, and she goes, okay, I am, but I've never loved you. I don't love you. I still love my ex, even though she's had 3 kids with this fella, and she's been with him for ages. She goes, I don't love you. I still love my ex, and that's who she's in the video with the porn, like the porn video with. It's with her ex, and she's like, he's still young like me because he's like a couple of years older, and so I'm gonna get back with Raoul, and we're gonna go off together, or whatever. I was like, you fucking devious bitch.
And like women are always like, oh, men are all the same.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's some fucked up shit, man. Just don't fucking do it, man. Like, don't get married to him. Like,
yeah.
Why did you marry him?
If you're not fucking happy, don't fucking go for it, man. Don't.
That's the biggest thing. Like, you can use your parents as an example.
No, let's not.
Well, okay. Let's use your parents. No, let's not do that. But just the example is that don't fucking get married anyway. And we're gonna get rumbled. Fuck. Hide it. Right. I'll just let you know on the podcast we're getting subtle, but we've got to hide it because my auntie's coming, so we're just gonna pretend that we haven't been getting subtle. Okay. So back to the podcast. At large. Don't fuck with guys, women, and women don't fuck with guys, and guys don't fuck with women. Standard. Alright, let's talk about Google though. Google, the wonderful corporation that is Google. They released some of the perks of Google recently, like what you get being a Google employee, and you get all sorts of like top dog shit. There's doctors that fucking on site, a top quality doctor, they get like top quality meals, and they also when they die, their life partner, their partner, they don't even have to be married, just their partner with kids, gets 50% of their wages for 10 years after they've died.
You know.
So whatever they would have earned, they get 50% of that each year to like help them out.
That's all smart.
It's top quality, isn't it? I want to work for Google. That's a good plan.
Hey, going on from Google.
Yeah.
I was my uncle was down my house earlier, and we were talking about like Nibiru.
Oh, what, Planet X and stuff.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know about this, we'll probably explain quite a bit of it as we'll talk about in a second. But Planet X is apparently, all it's 2012 malarkey and stuff. Apparently, a planet comes through our solar system every thousands of years or whatever. And it comes in between. It comes in between us and is it Mars?
Yeah.
Between us and Mars. Apparently, it's supposed to burn up our atmosphere or whatever. Or apparently, there's this alien species that live on the planet, and they apparently planet hop onto our planet and come down and visit us. Apparently, this is where the idea of some religion stuff.
But you
comes
never
from.
know. Like, they could be fucking extinct though.
It could be extinct.
That'd be mental. Like, if it actually was like a whole thing, and like we had like our space probes. If we launched it, like, you never know, they could launch a thing onto it.
Mm.
And like, you never know. You never know what you could find. Maybe like a dead civilization or.
Yeah, if this actual planet did come into our solar system and came in between us and Mars, it'd be a lot closer then. Because it takes, how long does it take to get to Mars? Like a fucking year or something?
No, it takes longer than that.
3 years?
I think it's 3 years because they had them. Did you hear about them Chinese people? They've been locked inside that massive storage unit in a car park in China for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they were like testing to become the Mars people. Like people got in Mars. And then they it wasn't long after that they fucking actually sent them on it. So like they didn't even get that much of a breakout in.
Fuck me. That'd be fucking a pain in the ass. So yeah, going to Mars. So we'd probably get there, what, in about maybe a year and a half or something?
I think it's
like,
about 3 years.
No, but I mean to Nibiru if it was.
Oh right, yeah.
If it did actually do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
You'd get
You
it
have to
about a year
get
and a
all
half.
the trajectories and everything, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling. But if you actually go into like why I voiced onto this off Google, if you go on Google Sky, there's a part where Nibiru actually should be coming at us. That's completely blacked out,
Yeah.
and it's the only bit that is. And they say, oh, it's a fault in that, but like it's been like that for fucking God knows how long.
Oh shit. Wow. Some conspiracies.
Yeah, I'm quite big on conspiracies and that. You may have noticed.
Well, I mentioned, I think I've mentioned in one of the earlier podcasts, is that I love conspiracy theories, not because I believe them, but I think it's the like real life, like comic books. And to think if that shit was real, then life would just be like comic books. It would just be fucking immense. So yeah, if you think like, oh yeah, I think all conspiracy theories are a load of shit and whatever. Yeah, you may think that. That's cool. Like, I don't believe all of them either. But I look at them in a fair, unbiased way. But I just read them just for the jokes to say, well, that's just like a comic book. They're actually quite interesting. Like if it was just like, if that was a book, if that was fiction, you'd read that book because it'd be a good book. But yeah, so check out some conspiracy theories, guys, because it's actually a pretty good thing. If you're ever bored like that thing and you just go on Google and search random things, like some people do, look at some conspiracy theories because they're quite good.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Wow. Probably one of my wishes would be to know what happens when you die. And I'd probably go off from there, depending on what actually was said. There could be thousands of things that's said about that. But probably be rich as fuck. Which sounds pretty selfish, but I'd share my wealth. But just having money would give you accessibility to do anything in this world.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up that you need money, but yeah. Native Americans is a good quote. I think I read it out before. Good quote about what money, just don't need money. You can just like use each other's services and trade and shit. And much better world. But no, money's needed, so probably money. And probably the third wish, I don't know, that everyone was happy. That would be sound as fuck. I'm not being an arse lick at all. I'm not trying to make myself look good, but it would just be, my life would be a lot easier. Here's the selfish spin on it. My life would be a lot easier if everyone else was fucking happy. But yeah, so probably know what happens when you die, be rich, and everyone else is happy, just so then I could be happy.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Quite good wishes. Let us know what your wishes would be, guys. Remember, you can contact us on Facebook, Twitter, email, YouTube. Let me just give you our email address if you don't have it. It's just The Lame Podcast, all lowercase, all like one word. So The Lame Podcast @gmail.com. So you guys can write that down. Just rewind it. I won't say it again. You probably already have us on Facebook and YouTube, or how the fuck are you listening to this otherwise? So yeah, check us out, and our Twitters are on there. Zach doesn't have a Twitter.
No.
Well, mad Swede. But the three actual blamers do. Obviously, you got Alex, who's at Alex the Harrison. No, Alex _ the Harrison. You got Lewis, who's at Chopsticks, I think now, or it may still be at Younger Games. And you got me, which is at John _ Magician. We post mildly interesting things. Talk to people who are on our podcast. And I post videos of my magic stuff as well, and the others post other things, so just check us out. That would be groovy as fuck. Well, we're nearly done an hour, but we'll probably go on a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Just for you guys, because we've got some shit to talk about anyway. So, we're going to cruise now. We're just cruising. Yeah, let's settle up. So, we might get busted, guys, but it might be worth it, so we're just going to get settled. So, let me just carry on reading my stories, because I don't think we are at the moment. Alright, here's something cool from Geordie Shore, if you guys don't watch Geordie Shore or not. I don't watch Geordie Shore. But some of the people in it are quite cool. Like, you might think they're all cunts, but they're actually quite nice people. I met some of them. But in their new series, it's called Chaos in Cancun. And it's hilarious, because apparently one of the girls in there called Sophie, her boyfriend Joel, said, the best thing about you is your squirting vagina. And I just thought, wow, what a poetic song. What an eloquent way to sum up your love for a person. So yeah, Joel, you're a real romantic. Sophie, you're a lucky girl to have him.
What happened to the bards of this world?
Yeah, the lost bards.
We should start up a bards college.
Right, this is how you play the lute 101.
Hey, did you know that Da Vinci fucking actually crafted his own lute? It was in the shape of a ram's skull.
Yeah.
And made of silver.
Wow. And, he was like the first rocker.
Yeah.
The first rocking, like... yeah. That's kind of awesome. Have you got anything... I'm trying to see, because my notes are a bit mangled, but... there's not much else on it. Oh, shit. Here's one. A big multinational corporation or whatever, apparently the head boss was forcing female employees to watch pig porn. And it was these women like tossing off a fucking pig like a hog and like having sex with it and shit and like sucking its willing and shit. And then he was forcing like female employees to watch it, and also sent pictures of his like winky to them all. It was bad jokes.
He's winky.
Rustling papers. Oh, there's another story about pigs that Zach's got. What's this story of pigs you got?
When jobbing builder Graham Morris started digging through his family trees, he hoped to find gold among the roots. In fact, he found only shit. Pig shit. For just 5 short generations back, Graham discovered his ancestor was one of the most revolting felons in his country and was hanged for bumming swine. Still tearful from shock and shame, Graham, 35, from Crewe, Cheshire, told Sunday Sport how he'd unearthed his filthy forebear. He said, "A couple of years back, I saw that Jeremy Paxman on Who Do You Think You Are on BBC. It got me thinking about my own family tree, so I asked my mum. Sadly, she had no idea who my dad actually was, because she'd been a bit tipsy. But I could go back on my mum's side of the family, and I made good progress. When I got back to the early 19th century, the records became quite a lot scarcer, so I could hardly find anything about my great-great-great-granddad, Josiah Grant. He was baptised in Crewe. It seems my family have not moved far from the area over the years, and then nothing. Graham's shock came when he cross-checked records kept at Chester Assizes, the main criminal court in the area. He said, I found this record that Josiah had been hanged in 1799, but there was no record. So basically he went to fucking public record database.
Yeah.
He said, my ancestor had been hanged for sodomy with a pig. As you can imagine, I was shocked. I remember Paxo breaking down in tears when he found out his family being sent to the workhouse. I was descendant of a pig bummer. For the record, I've never had any desire to bum a pig. I like bacon, that's as far as it goes. The new series of Who Do You Think You Are began last Wednesday at 9 p.m. on BBC One, featuring former EastEnders star Samantha Womack. It's not believed the new series has turned up any pig bumming among the ancestors of this season's particular celebs.
Wow, that's the sort of news you get in the sport. It's quite good it makes you smile at the end of it. So yeah, what have you got any news? Because I think I've been quite rinsed for news.
Yeah, I heard this a while back. Some coppers had ended up using pepper spray and that on this demented bloke
Oh shit.
because he was like about in his 60s or something, but he was massive
Yeah.
and like built muscularly and
Yeah. Hand signals of subtleness.
and basically he had, like, because he had dementia and that, and they were coming to arrest him for doing something.
Being a right mental case.
And he, like, they were pepper spraying him and that because he was like resisting arrest, and his wife had said to him, "Oh, just let him take his teddy and he'll be fine," and they won't let him have it. So he was just fucking throwing coppers about and that, and they actually used pepper spray on him and shit.
Oh,
but
shit.
it barely even worked. He was still throwing them about and that. And, like,
I want my teddy.
Well, yeah, it's fucking. We were talking about dementia and like it can affect people of all ages. So like keep your
Wits about you.
yeah, so to speak.
So, yeah, fuck me. Fucking
Apparently jogging can help like stopping dementia. Doing 20 minutes a day.
yeah, decent stuff. What's it? Alzheimer's. Terry Pratchett's got Alzheimer's, hasn't he?
Mm.
And he was looking for like a cure and stuff. And he, obviously, we talked about this on the last podcast. He like won the right to commit suicide.
Yeah.
In Geneva.
So when is he supposed to be doing it then?
I think he signed something saying when he loses like complete lucidity, like
Yeah.
he's gone away with the fairies,
Yeah.
so to speak. Yeah. But he's a fucking top bloke. Fucking well. It
He's
seems
an
like
amazing writer.
yeah, the books. We said we'd advocate of reading.
Yeah, definitely.
The Discworld series is good.
I've just
if you
finished
like-
2 of their books recently.
Yeah, what ones?
Snuff.
Snuff. I was listening to Snuff. I got the audiobook version of Snuff.
Yeah, it's good.
Fucking, I didn't really get. I kept on forgetting where I was because I'd fall asleep to it. I'd put it on when I'm going to
Yeah.
bed, and just like
I've got a pillow that has like speakers in for shit like that.
that's awesome. I wish it had a way of telling when you were asleep though, so it'd stop just when you stop listening, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because that would make more sense.
You could just like start reading the book and be like, I've
We need
read
to
all
invent
this.
it.
I've
We
read
need-
all this.
Yeah, we need to invent that. So, yeah. What was the other book?
I can't remember what it's called, but it's got Rincewind the Wizard and Conan the Barbarian. Not Cohen.
Cohen.
Yeah.
Is it the Light Fantastic?
No, it's not like Fantastic. It's
Colour of Magic?
no.
Because that's like the first ones.
Yeah, it's like an oldish one, like.
Yeah. Yeah, so viewers, I think we should do something, but I'm not sure. Because we can't do a prank call, because it's Alex's and Lewis's turn, I think. We might not even end up having a prank call, but we can't use a phone because I've got my phone recording this in our amazing studio, and well, Zach's phone doesn't have credits, so what can we do, Zach?
I don't know, but I just wanted to read this one before.
Go on.
Stop. A burglar broke into a house and fucking he was making that much noise and that. Like the woman had woke up, she was still on the bed and that. And he stuck his head in the door and said, "Sorry for making such a racket," and then ran off with all the stuff.
What a legend. Obviously, a horrible legend. But, yeah. Actually, I want to talk about something. I don't know if you guys will find it interesting or not, but I was talking to Zach about it the other day. With magic. Like, with it being my job, it can no longer really be a hobby. So, I was watching this guy called Justin Miller. And he was talking about how you can do magic, yeah, for people without them knowing you're a magician, which I thought this is pretty good. I think David Blaine mentions it as well, where he says if you're a magician and you do magic and you do all these crazy things, yeah, loads of crazy things for them, They just dismiss it all by going, well, he's a magician, he's supposed to be able to do crazy things, that's his job. Whereas if you're a normal person and you do one crazy thing, then you are forever in that person's mind. Just like that person who can do that one crazy thing. Like, it's actually real then. It's not just, oh, he can do it because he's a magician. It's just real, sort of thing. And I like that notion. And he gave an example of saying, imagine doing this. He goes to the bank and he's going in to cash a cheque. So as he goes in there, there's this big massive queue. So he's standing in this queue and it's long and it's getting longer whilst he's in it. And he just brings up a conversation with someone. And he's like, oh yeah, starts talking about our queues and how fucking we're just like trained and like brainwashed into fucking having to like basically be polite and queue and shit. And that's how everyone does it. And fucking, as he's talking about this, he starts like folding up the cheque. And he's talking to him. And the next minute, he blows on the cheque and it turns into a $100 bill. And he just walks off. And he says, good luck in the queue. And then forever, that's going to stay with those people that he did like fucking real magic. And it's just going to be that crazy thing where guy went in there and he cashed the cheque himself by turning it into money and walked out. But the reality is, yeah, I'll drop it here, but I'm not going to drop it as obvious, but I'm just going to see where this point went. It's basically, he then went into his car, sat there for 20 minutes until those people had left, and then he went back in to cash his cheque afterwards, which was like awesome. So he's done this magic, and then so it's real to them that they walk off and they forever remember that, and he'll go and cash his cheque afterwards. And he goes, he takes 20 minutes out of his day, and he's changed someone's life forever. They're going to forever remember that crazy thing happening. And then he goes, you basically become a modern day fairy tale. And he goes on to explain that when you hear like a story about a young man who flies around and he flies around with other kids, that's like a mythical story, yeah. But it can be compared to the same thing as I saw a guy turn paper into money, and then yeah. That's a modern day fairy tale. Then you become a modern day fairy tale. And I thought, if magic's my job, I sort of have to do it. But now I'm gonna start like taking time out of my day now to like sort of like catch people unawares with magic and just do one thing, and just do some crazy stuff because I sometimes roll a coin across my fingers like Frank Sinatra sort of thing, roll a coin, and as people are because I can notice people in my peripheral vision when they're watching me. And I do this thing where I make a coin like float, like a UFO sort of float, and I'm just gonna act like I don't even know they're there, don't even acknowledge them. So I'm making the coin just float for my own amusement, and then I'll go ahead and put it in my pocket and walk off. And I've done it to a few people now, and I just know inside that they're probably just like forever gonna remember that. So it's kind of awesome. Yeah. So that was basically what I wanted to talk about. Just some interesting magic theories there. Well, yeah, I hope it was interesting, not too boring, guys. Was it alright, Zach?
Yeah, it was sound.
Sound. So, shall we read out some Viz letters? Because they're hilarious. Okay, guys. We apologise to Viz for using your copyrighted papers, but it's all good. Because we're casual. But yeah. I'm sure it's fine anyway. But, okay, guys, so Zach's going to go find some of the letters now. He's got them now. I feel like we need a jingle for this. So, our jingle is going to be Viz letters, dun 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 dun. Viz letters, yeah, with Zach Main.
Dun. Top tips. Smokers. Enjoy seemingly longer holidays by stopping smoking on your first day off, making every day thereafter appear to be 72 hours long. So, like, some of these are just absolutely mental. Looking.
Alright, read them out loud. So laughing yourself.
I'm like trying to fucking find someone. Like, I don't really have time to find them.
Ah, bastard.
Yeah.
It's alright. They don't listen to
Yeah,
us
yeah.
for our readiness. You want me to read? Should I just pick a letter at random?
Mm.
Okay, here's one. In a recent interview, Michelle McManus said, "I'll be in a bikini by the summer. Frankly, if it takes her that long to pull on, she really should take the hint and lose a bit of weight." Michelle McManus, how old is this letter? Come on, you can read it.
You can't really see it because it's a picture as well. But, like, people send in things and say, oh, can we have a picture of so-and-so? And, like, Viz will try and find it and put it in. It's like, how about that picture of that bloke kissing that bird's ass again? HS Lorimer Leeds. Sorry, Mr. Lorimer, we've lost it. How about a picture of the Pope appearing to kiss some bird's tits instead?
That's awesome. Just kissing boobs. Yeah, you've marked out a few pages here. What did you mark them up for?
Because they're like top tips and shit.
Okay.
Read that one, man. That's from the
Okay.
It's a bit harsh, like.
I was devastated to hear of the death of the godfather of soul, James Brown. However, I was rather disappointed at his funeral when he didn't shrug off his shroud, climb out of the coffin, for one last chorus whilst his minders tried to screw the lid down. That would have been the showman thing to do. If you don't know about James Brown, he'd do this thing at the end of his show where he'd sing and then he'd collapse, and these people would come out and they'd like throw it like a shroud on him, like a cowl or something, like fucking cape, and he'd be like down, panting on the floor, and then next minute all you hear is, "Wow, I feel good," and he'd just jump up out, shrug off this thing and start dancing, and so yeah, so
I'd have loved to have seen him live, like.
Yeah, apparently he was really, really, really fucking good. So, I think, have we come to the end of the show?
We could get a bit more something.
We could get more subtle, but what we're going to do with the show?
I don't know.
Viewers, just enjoy while we're getting subtle. Past that.
I don't know. I don't know, what were you on about, like, game and offshoot?
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck knows.
Fuck knows. Alright, viewers, well, we've done the first half of the podcast, regardless whether Alex and Lewis think they've done the first half, because I edit it. So, yeah, so get ready to enjoy them. Remember, the tune we're going to play, I don't know if they're going to find a tune. This is all madness. We haven't talked at all. But the tune at the end to look forward to is Saints... Oh no, Sailors and Saints. Nearly got the name wrong. That would have been terrible. Sailors and Saints, yeah, check it out. The song's called Who I've Been. And it's going to get played after these lot speak. So I don't know, I'm bringing it up to a big crescendo because there's not much to do. So, well, I've been John, or Magic.
And I've been Zach.
And, you're still listening to the Lame Podcast, but we're here to say, bye, 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 see you later, bye, 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 bye.
Welcome to the second half of this week's Lame Podcast with me, Alex.
And me, Lewis.
Yeah.
By the way, this is the second time we're doing this.
Yeah, we got a phone call during the first 3 minutes of it, so we're going to have to start again. I've got a bone to pick with you. Again.
Oh my god, not again. Really, what have we done now?
Well, fucking, last time I was on the podcast, I turned up, it was just like, yeah, me and Lewis, we're going up north next week. Oh. Alright. And then, okay, yeah, and obviously we're going to be doing the podcast up there, so we've got our mate Zach to cover you. Oh. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's cool. Gives me a week off. And then, like, 3 days before recording this one, it's, yeah, you do know we're only doing, like, the second half, and it's just going to be me and you. Oh. Alright. Yeah. Great planning. I'm glad I knew that.
I'm sorry we kept you out the loop. I'm sorry.
What's going on? I feel neglected.
I don't really want to hot him up. It wasn't my fault. That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, yeah. We should start talking about... Well, we should start saying the beginnings of what we did this week again.
Once again.
Yeah. Lydia segment. Lydia came back.
Jeez!
Had a good weekend. I bet I did.
I bet you did.
Yeah. Such a good weekend. We broke the bed.
No way.
Yeah.
We all know what you were doing.
Of course. we were like on the spare mattress that makes her bed into a double bed, and that mattress is kept up on legs.
Yeah.
So you know, we were doing the romance dance, doing the deed,
The romance.
and
dance.
like we just hear a boom, and I was like, what was that? And she goes, oh, I think it's one of the springs of the legs, and I went, shit. So we rolled off that one onto the other bed, and then we were putting like all of our body weight on like the bed, like seeing whether it was all right, and then we came to the conclusion, yeah, it's all right. Let's
Yeah.
continue.
Let's
And,
continue. To be continued.
So we continued, and the bed just gives way on one side, and we just go crashing down.
No
Just kills
way.
the romance.
No way, man. Shit.
Luckily, I didn't get hurt.
No, you know.
Did like
Just
pull a
flatten
muscle,
on top of her.
pull
You
a
alright,
muscle or snap a something.
That's something very subtle.
Very subtle. But yeah, no, it's been a good weekend. Been a good weekend.
Good, yeah. I just come back from North. Yeah.
How was that? How was your like really awesome time without your best buddy Alex around?
Well, it was actually alright, man. It would have been better if you.
You know, the trip that I
Obviously,
wasn't invited to.
You could have come if you wanted to.
I didn't know you were going.
Well, we told you.
A week beforehand.
That's a long enough time.
Not to book the coach and like get the money together.
Alright, fair enough. Next time, we will tell you 2 weeks in hand.
Yeah. Right.
But no,
Wow.
yeah, come back from North, fucking crazy out there, man. Second night of being up there, went to the pub, and went into the pub and like I bought myself a drink and that. I started talking to this woman, and she's like, oh yeah, she's like got this the northern accent. I can't do it.
Northern
A
accent.
northern accent. We was doing it all the time while I was up there. It was so hilarious, yeah. But anyway, she started talking to me, and I was like, "Ah, yeah, how you doing?" Like, yeah. And she had her mum with her, and she was like 27. Her mum must have been about 30s, 40 something, yeah. And fucking these times now, her mum's going, "Oh yeah, you should add her on Facebook. You should add her on Facebook." So I'm like, alright then, I'll see where this is going. So I added it on Facebook. Nothing come of it, unfortunately. But then, as I'm talking to them, some kid is apparently screwing me. I'm not seeing this, but Magic's seen this from the table that he's sitting at. And this guy is apparently screwing me. I've not clocked. And John's come up. He's like, "Yo, you out here, Lou?" I was like, "Yeah, what's up? He's like, "No, nothing, man. Just making sure you're cool and that." I'm like, "Yeah." And then the guy comes up to us like, "Excuse me, mate. What's that in your ear?" I'm like, "An earring?" He's like, "Oh, man, that is well cool, man. Oh, you're sick, man." No, he didn't say sick, but he's like, "Oh, that's well cool.
Proper
Next thing-
mint.
that's well meant." And then next thing you know, I pointed at John's thing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's sick as well." And the whole night, this guy was just like hugging us and saying, "Oh my god, I love you guys. Where are you from?" We're like, "From London." He's like, "Oh my god, I love you." He's better just dick riding us. Like, we're like, "Allow it, man. Move on." But then found a fiver, so our drinks were free that night. I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, man, went on our fun journey through the forest.
Yeah, I listened to the first 5 minutes of last week, and it was you took a trip with the magical fungi.
Magic and the fun
Magic
guy.
and the fungi. Oh,
Yeah, we
dear.
got chased off a field by horses. It was fucking hilarious. It's in the other podcast, so if you ain't seen it, check it out.
Definitely, it'd be a change. I actually want to listen to it. I don't care that you went without me, because it actually gives me another podcast to listen to.
You know, Zach, it kind of reminds me of you, in a weird way. He's bubbly like you, he's cool and that, like, he's a good guy, man. His accent just creases me up, though. Them look, when they greet each other, they go, "Now then," and
I'll do.
they go, "Now then," and I'm looking at them thinking, well, what are they saying? I can't understand them properly, yeah? So I asked him, I was like, "Zach, what is it that you're actually saying?" He's like, "Now then." I said, "Oh, I thought you were saying northern." So there's me going, northern, and he's like, "I'm not that proud of my heritage that I'm going to say northern." But no, yeah, and then I had that fucking 8-hour journey back. God damn it. All on my own as well. Magic left me.
I've been to the north a few times, because I am... Well, my dad's from Barnsley,
Oh, yeah.
which is South Yorkshire. It's a shithole. Shithole next to an even bigger shithole, Rotherham.
Yes, the biggest shithole.
But, yeah, I've been up there a few times, and, like, some parts of Barnsley, some people speak what they call broad, and, they still say, like, thee and thou.
Oh my god, no way.
It's still, it's not like full on
No,
Shakespearean
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
like, well, what did I do? Well, they went down the pub, and they have such a thick accent, and they talk so quickly, you can't fucking understand them.
Yeah,
And I remember I was stuck in this conversation with like some 10-year-old kid who had a fucking full-on northern accent, and I was just asking because I was looking for my cousin, and I was like, yeah, is Michael around? He goes, oh, yeah, he's around about.
What?
Yeah, I was like, what? He went, he's just round back. He's where? He's round back. Oh, round the back. All right, mate.
Why did you say that?
Sound like such a southerner. It's like, oh, he's round the back. Okay, tally ho.
Yeah, good stuff. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. Okay.
Yeah. So what else did we do this week?
This week, I ain't really been up north. That's it, really. Just been getting super subtle. Everyone up there smokes it through bongs, so I thought I'd hit one, and I got super subtle.
Subtlety bomb.
Yeah, the subtlety one.
I decided for a laugh. Have you ever heard of Trapped in the Closet by R. Kelly?
Trapped in the closet. No.
You've never heard of Trapped in the Closet by R. Kelly?
No, I haven't.
It is pure musical genius.
Is it really?
No. Like, it's what I describe as like a rap opera, like a rap opera.
Okay.
Like it tells a story, and like it's also filmed like a music video for it all, and in total, all 22 chapters of this fucker.
Oh.
Well, something just fell down. And 22 chapters of this fucker adds up to a full feature-length movie.
What?
On YouTube, there was 4 parts for the, or 4 or 5 parts for the first, like half of it, which were all 10 minutes long. And then you also have to do chapters 13 to 22, which is equally long. So it's a full feature-length movie.
Yeah.
And it's absolute bollocks. But R. Kelly's treated it so seriously. And the first half is so ridiculous. I'll explain the story. Like, R. Kelly wakes up, and all of this being narrated by singing R. Kelly.
Yeah.
He wakes up, and then this woman...
wake up in the morning.
It is like that.
Yeah.
It's like a... Oh, I can't remember like the beginning bit. I can only remember this one bit in the whole thing, like lyric to lyrics. It's so funny. But he wakes up in this woman's bed, and then he's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go. And she's like, oh, you can't go out through the front door because my husband's coming home. He's like, okay, I'll just jump out the window. He's like, oh, but we're on the 5th floor.
Fuck.
And then, so he has to go hide in the closet.
Oh shit.
And the husband comes home, and then like, he eventually finds R. Kelly in the closet. And then R. Kelly pulls out his gun, because R. Kelly has a gun.
Yeah.
He has a gun, and he's like pointing it at this guy, and then he's like, come on, we can sort this out. We can sort this out peacefully. Holding a gun. And
holding a gun, by the way, guys.
He's saying that he wants to solve it peacefully, but he's holding a gun. And then like the husband is screwing, and then he's like, okay, I'm not the only one that's going to be heartbroken here. So he rings up his like mistress. Turns out he's been cheating on the wife, has been cheating on him.
Oh,
and then so his mistress comes over, and it's a bloke.
What?
Like he's been having like a gay affair with his wife.
What the fuck?
And then it only gets better. It only gets better.
What is he thinking?
R. Kelly then like decides he's had enough. He's going to ring up his like house, but then another guy answers the phone.
No way.
And so R. Kelly speeds down the road. He gets stopped by a policeman who gives him a ticket because he's speeding. He goes home, and then turns out like the woman's just like, his wife's just like, don't you remember that my brother Tron came out of prison today and he's back home? And he was like, oh shit. And then so it goes into a sex scene.
What?
And R. Kelly is singing all of this.
No
like,
way.
Narrating all of it. See, there's a sex scene. And then like, you know, the woman jumps on top of him, and then like, she's like riding him, and he's like, apparently she's probably going for it. And then like, there's seriously a line where he goes, you have to stop. It's like, please don't stop now. But I'm getting a cramp in my leg. It's like such a boring sex scene. But then he finds a condom in the bed, a used condom. And he starts like freaking out. And it turns out the bloke that she has been cheating on R. Kelly with is the same policeman that stopped him earlier.
Oh shit!
So the policeman comes back to the house. And then R. Kelly and him are having like this standoff with guns.
Yeah.
And then they start fighting over the gun. And then they accidentally shoot the brother Tron. And like Tron's this like big black guy out of prison, and they think they killed him, and he gets up and like he's like, yeah, sorry we shot you in the arm, but like we were arguing and stuff. He was like, nah, that's cool. And then the policeman ends up going home, and he comes home to his wife, who, like she's standing in front of this cabinet throughout the whole thing, and then like the husband's clocking on that there's something wrong.
Yeah.
And he starts figuring out that she might be cheating on him.
Yeah.
And then so this is like my example of the beautiful lyrics. To this, he eventually moves her out the way, and he goes, now he's moving up to the cabinet. He's getting closer to the cabinet. He's got his hands on the cabinet, and now he's opening up the cabinet. It's literally narrated like that throughout the whole thing.
Oh my
and
God.
It turns out, you're gonna love this bit, the bloke that she's been cheating on him with is a midget!
No!
A midget stripper called Mr. Big!
What the fuck? Oh my God!
I have been watching this because it is so shit, it's brilliant.
He comes up with some funny ass shit though, man. What was he thinking when he makes these tunes, man?
But it's deadly serious.
That's what I'm saying, and he's always deadly serious. Every jokes thing that comes out his mouth, everything that comes out his mouth is jokes, but he's so serious that it's. Oh my God, it's so unreal.
Like,
So unreal.
he makes himself out to be such a G.
Yeah.
Like, he always pulls his gun out, and then in the second half, it's going into this story with Tron about how Tron has found like the two people who ratted him out and put him in prison. So there's this big standoff in a restaurant between these two girls, Tron and like R. Kelly with his gun out. It's so funny. But that's what I spent about a good hour and a half doing. Just watching that straight.
I was actually watching one thing on YouTube. It's when Pitbull punches the guy off stage. Imagine it, yeah? Some guy, Pitbull's doing his fucking tune, and then someone's put their hand up to Pitbull, yeah? Pitbull's pulled him up on stage and he's still spitting. The guy's only pulled out some money, chucked it in Pitbull's face, yeah? Pitbull just dropped the mic, smashed the guy one time in his face. The guy fell off the stage, and he just carried on singing. I was just like, oh my God.
Well, there was another story exactly like that, but a lot worse.
Yeah.
You know the famous metal band Lamb of God?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The lead singer is apparently he's been jailed for 5 to 10 years for manslaughter.
What the fuck? What's he done?
Someone ran up on stage and like basically like charged at him, and then like so he literally just punched him. And he fell off the stage, but he whacked the side of his head on the side railing, and it killed him.
Oh fuck! It's his own stupid fault though, man.
No, I know. That's what I was saying. Like they're not doing it for murder; they're doing it for manslaughter because he didn't mean to kill the guy.
Yeah.
But you still can't really get away with killing someone.
No, yeah, I was actually reading one thing in the news, and it was some guy. He got burgled. His house got burgled. Yeah. These two men come to his house, and they've knocked on the door, but his missus has gone out just to pick up the kids. Yeah. And they've knocked on the door, and he's thought, oh, it's them. They've forgotten the key. Yeah. So he's gone to the door. He's like, hello, who is it? In a squeaky voice like that. And they've gone gas. So he's opened the door. As he started to open the door, they've kicked the door in his face. Yeah. He's fucking then held up by a knife to the throat. One of these guys got a knife to his throat going, I know exactly who you are. He goes, said his name, I can't remember what his name was. He goes, I know exactly who you are. I know who your wife is and your kids. He started naming their names. And he goes, where's the Rolex and the safe? I know you've got it, yeah? And he's going, if you don't tell us where it is, we know people in your family and we've got them hostage. And saying all this to them, yeah? The guy's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Like, he's like saying, no, I think you've got the wrong person. Next thing you know, one of them's taken him into the kitchen and they've got him held up by a knife. And then the other guy's gone upstairs to try and find all the stuff. This guy is the right guy that's got the Rolex and the safe and that, but he hasn't got a lot of money. He was saying that he hasn't got a lot of money anyway. I don't know why they want to fucking try and rob him, yeah? Next thing you know, his missus has come through the door, yeah? And he's just shouted, get the fuck out of being burgled, like, call the police, like. As he's done that, obviously the missus has run off, gone next door or whatever. As he said that, one of them tried to stab him. The guy's tried to stab him. He's moved out of the way and grabbed this blade off the side on the window ledge. Both of them are having a war trying to stab each other. He's then stabbed the guy stabbed him. He's got him twice though. The guy got the burglar twice. and then ran into the front room and locked the door and held the door shut. Yeah. Next thing you know, the guys all fucking stumbling out of the house and that. Both of them run off, but the guy that he stabbed has collapsed right outside his fucking front porch. So when the police get there, the guy that he fucking just killed, he just killed someone now. He's gonna get done for manslaughter, but he actually got away with it.
No, it'd have to be self-defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because they come and
He took
burgled his
equal
house.
measure.
Um,
Because sometimes you can't get away with self-defense. Like if someone's fighting you, and you pull a weapon out and you beat him and he dies, then you can't get away because it has to be with equal force.
yeah.
But surely, like if they're trying to trying to stab him, then you would have got away with it. Like I read a story about this Chinese man who killed this guy who was trying to kill him and his kids with a meat cleaver. Like he wrestled them in the back of his car, took the meat cleaver away, and had like hacked at him with it.
Oh shit.
And he got away with. Well, obviously you get away with self-defense.
Yeah, that's what this guy got away with. He was lucky though.
Yeah. Like we bring up quite a lot. People are just fucked up.
Yeah, bruv. There's too many nutters out
There is just way too many nutters. We should all be locked up just in case.
there. Just in case.
I watched this documentary on YouTube. It was all about this. You know when you get like big notorious gangs.
Yeah.
There is a big notorious gang in America which started in prison.
Oh shit.
Because normally they all get started on the street and then they
Actually
get put
going
into prison.
into
Then they spread out. They convert people in prison to join their gang. But this
Yeah.
gang started in prison. It's called the Aryan Brotherhood. It's like basically
It sounds sick.
you think it like they basically do look like a bunch of white supremacist skinheads, but
Yeah.
apparently they don't care about race. It's more because in prison you're either white or you're black or you're Mexican.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't hang out with anyone else. You only hang out with your race because
Yeah.
it's like a prison thing. And
Yeah.
if you see someone of your own race getting like the shit kicked out of them, you have to help them. Otherwise, you're a coward.
Yeah.
And so this group called the Aryan Brotherhood started. Like there's this sort of like white defense league just in case something bad happens. And they ended up turning into a bunch of like they are like the biggest notorious gang like everyone in prison. Everyone there's only like like 4 states where they're not in like that state in the prison. They've spread out across the whole country, and like as a sign to show that no, they couldn't be stopped, they fucking killed 2 prison guards because they don't give a shit.
Shit.
They're just like they're in prison. They're gonna be in prison for the rest of their life.
you
And
know.
they're just gonna fucking kill people. And then they started being able to organise assassinations outside of prison
No
to send a message.
No
It was like if you quit on the Aryan Brotherhood, they will kill your family.
Yeah.
They will send someone to kill one of your family members, and then they'll also put you what's like on their blacklist, which is a list where you are going to die someday.
Yeah.
It's not like a straightaway thing. They put you on the list, and then they'll at some point in your life you are going to be like killed.
Yeah. By them.
Right by them.
That brings me on. So talk about prison and shit. I was researching, and I come up with the dumbest criminals. And I've got a couple here that are very, very joke. Alright. In Poland, 2000, 3 years after committing a murder, this author wrote a book about a similar killing. His novel allowed the police to trace the crime back to him and arrest him. What the fuck? You're gonna write a book about your own killing? That doesn't make sense!
What the fuck?
These people are
Idiot!
These people are stupid, man. There's another one here. USA, 2004. After grabbing a young employee, I think that's Gracie, attempted to rob a restaurant. He was foiled after a chef attacked him with a spoon.
Oh god. You know you're going to be someone's bitch in prison when you get defeated by a spoon.
And he had a gun on him. It's so jokes, man. I was fucking beaten by a spoon. Alright, there's another one here. A woman. Whoa. Oh yeah. A woman woke up to Gonslaus Jr. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, Gonslaus Jr. standing over her bed, He woke up standing over her bed. He grabbed her phone, fled, and then added her on Facebook. So he got done for that. Oh, this one's joke. It's in Canada. It doesn't have a date though. Glenn called convenience store ahead of robbery to check how much money was in the registers. The police were there waiting for him to arrive.
Oh, wow.
North Carolina. Reeves learnt that crack was illegal after she complained of the poor quality of a score to the police.
She went to the police station with some crack and said, look, this guy's mugged me off.
Yeah! There's another one. While robbing children's campsite, this in the UK. While robbing children's campsite, this thief vandalised the walls with the words "Peter Addison was here." California, 2 car thieves made a run for it after being busted by police. They scaled a fence and landed in San Quentin prison. How can you be that daft to jump over this 12-foot high fucking wall into a prison? You must
Barbed
know.
wire on top
You know
of it.
what I'm saying? This one's joke. This is the last one, yeah? This is in Iran, yeah? Alright, this robber paid a wizard...
Where'd you find a wizard?
He paid a wizard $450 for the power of invisibility. He then tried to rob a bank by calmly grabbing money off customers. I'm invisible. You can't see me. What was he thinking?
Where the fuck did you
Was he
find a
naked
wizard?
when he
That's
was
what I want to do it. That's what I want to know. Where the hell did he find that wizard?
In Iran somewhere.
Oh my god.
Fucking
So funny.
crazy ass people, man. How can you fucking get beaten by a spoon if you've got a gun on you, man? What?
Some people are fucking morons.
Yeah,
People are absolute morons.
don't think things through at all.
Like, I still, going on to like the topic of wizards, like, do you know what one of the ranks in the KKK is?
No, what's that?
The, like, High Imperial Wizard.
High Imperial Wizard.
And, oh yeah, and they take that shit seriously.
That is
If you're a
high,
High
yeah?
Imperial Wizard,
You're a
you can just
fucking
order
G.
people around.
You're a don.
Well, I was watching, whilst you were away in the north, I was watching Jerry Springer clips, like just episodes where he gets KKK members on, and like they always start off by saying, "No, the KKK isn't as bad as what you think it is these days. We're more of a peaceful thing to like spread equal rights amongst white people compared to black people."
Yeah.
Because there is that whole thing of like, why is there a Black History Month when there is like an Asian History Month or something like that?
Yeah.
And so they're like trying to raise awareness on that, and then they still do the whole cross burning and shit. Like they'll go to a field, just set up like a bunch of crosses, set them on fire, and like just march around them chanting shit and giving speeches of their next plans. They still do that, and as soon as someone like a black person will stand up and they'll be like, I think you guys are absolute fucking arseholes, and then basically giving the same old speech that everyone gives the KKK of, you guys are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then they'll instantly just go, oh, what the fuck do you know, you goddamn it! And then it'll bleep out. They'll just bleep out, just yelling the N-word. And then eventually, in Jerry Springer, I think it got to a point where the editors couldn't even be bothered to censor the word nigger out.
Because it was fucking
Because
hell.
it all started off with them yelling it, and then members of the crowd stood up and they would use the word because it's like out of context. Like, oh, how do you think that these niggers in inverted commas, like giving them nasty looks, like saying you guys are dick. It just got to the point where they didn't bleep out the N word. Like anyone in the audience could have said it, and they would have said nigger on national TV, and then I thought, okay, maybe it's because it's not being offensive, they're doing it out of context. But then, it got back to the KKK using it offensively, and they just didn't bleep it out. They must have got to the point where it's like, oh my god, I can't be arsed with the N-word anymore, man. Just fuck it.
Say what you like. Freedom of speech and all that shit.
I'm actually quite shocked we don't have freedom of speech in this country.
Yeah. Do we not?
No. if you know my tram experience, the video that got around the world,
Mhm.
that woman got arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got arrested for what she said because it is being like disorderly in a public place, like, and you're causing offence. But yeah, she was just saying shit.
Yeah.
But she got arrested.
That was the woman
for
on
it.
the tram, was it?
Yeah. Whereas in America, someone can just get away with that because it's freedom of speech.
Oh shit.
Like I've watched stuff like neo-Nazi rallies, and they're just doing it in public. They've like shut a road down. They've properly organised it. They got the road shut down, and the government had to approve it because it's freedom of speech. They can't deny them like what's rallying for what they believe in. And yet there's always some big protest that comes along, like people who just to throw shit at them and shout at them.
Take this. Fucking hate you guys.
But like, I always find racist incredibly funny.
Yeah.
Because
Oh my god.
I look at them, I'm like, you are an absolute moron. Like, especially watching like English Defence League videos. Like the leader of the English Defence League, he always goes on about some sort of Islamic law, and he doesn't even know what it is. Like they get a proper Muslim on, and he actually starts explaining what it is and how it really doesn't affect white people in the slightest.
Yeah.
And he's just like, no, you're wrong. It's like, fuck off, is he wrong? But then there's one group of racists that just anger me every time I see them. It's the Westboro Baptist Church. There's this thing called the Westboro Baptist Church in America, and they are the biggest group of assholes in the world. It's very, very small because they don't breed outside of the family.
What?
I think there's like 4 families involved, and they
No way.
do not mix with anyone else because everyone else is going to go to hell.
Fuck.
And like these people,
They are deluded.
these people, if let's say like someone's kid like mixes, like gets a relationship that's outside the family, they just kick her out of the family.
Fuck.
They just exile her, and she's never allowed to come back, and they don't want to see her.
Shit.
But like these people are just arseholes because seeing as they think that they are correct and everyone's going to go to hell, they go and protest against so much things. Like they are famous for having the signs that say God hates fags. Like, and like the worst thing that they do is when dead US soldiers come back to be buried in the country, they will protest at their funeral. They will turn up at that funeral and protest.
Saying what?
Just saying how their son is like a killer, a murderer, he's following he's going to hell, all this shit.
No way, man. They have no souls, man. What are they thinking? Them doing that, is that not more of like a sin to fucking...
No, they don't think so.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they literally follow the Bible like it actually happened. Like there was a Garden of Eden, and Noah's Ark actually happened. Jesus definitely existed, and he was white. Yes. I don't
No, he
care what you
wasn't.
say.
Jesus was black. Ronald Reagan's the devil.
But, like, Jesus was born in Israel.
Yeah, he was.
He was born in Jerusalem, so he would have been Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
But these people think he was white.
Right.
But then there's also like, because I watched those people on a Louis Theroux documentary where Louis Theroux's like, he's like what I describe as a method journalist. Like some journalists go and they say them, he'll actually like go and live with these people
Yeah.
and then like interview them. But Louis Theroux always asks the wrong questions that you shouldn't ask. Like, don't you actually think that because you're doing this that you're the ones who are sinning? And they all erupt at him.
Yeah, I bet.
But then Louis Theroux also did this other documentary where he stays with like a proper Black Panther, Black Power
Yeah.
unit.
Yeah.
Like blacks are strong, we are all brothers.
Yeah.
And like proper militant ones.
Yeah.
And like
The ones
they were like pointing out like sort of Renaissance and like Edwardian style like pictures from like Italy and the UK. And they were going, look, Jesus was black! Look at this painting! Jesus was black! And then, like, they even pointed at a painting of King George III, and they said King George III is black.
Fuck. What are they thinking, bruv?
It's like, that's why I find racist so funny.
I ain't got time
Brilliant.
for that either, man. Fucking hate racism.
Oh
It's
no,
not
I hate it
for
when it's serious. Like, if I'm in a pub
Yeah, if
and I'm
it's
hearing
serious.
some guy just, like, slurring racial
No.
stuff, and, like, I get really angry.
Yeah, exactly. You can have a fucking a laugh and a joke. A loaf and a joke?
Lou for the drop.
I laugh at a joke, but don't take it too far now, man. We have feelings, man. We have feelings.
Everyone has feelings.
That's what I'm saying. We're all brothers, man. We're all family at the end of it. We're all the same species. Fuck it, man. We're here together. We die together. Bad boys for life.
I might have to go watch that film tonight. Both of them. I've got Netflix.
Yeah, man.
Ah, I have got to go see The Expendables 2.
Oh my god, that looks so epic.
I watched at Lydia's house. I watched with her and her dad and her mum The Expendables 1, and it's so ridiculous. It's amazing. Sylvester, I didn't even see the characters played like the characters that are supposed to be like. Jason Statham plays a guy called Christmas, and that's his code name. And Jet Li plays Yin Yang, which is his code name. Nah, I just saw it as God. Sylvester Stallone kick the shit out of him. Like, Jason Statham, what are you doing? Throw a knife, throw a knife. And then, like, Jet Li just has some intense fight with Dolph Lundgren or something.
Oh shit.
And then the Expendables 2 I have to see. Because there's Chuck Norris in it! I have to see it. It's amazing. Like, I will tell you, the Jason Statham and Sylvester Stallone's scouting mission. Super stealthy, they're not meant to get caught. Like, they're meant to be in and out, like, just get as much information as they can, just get out before they're noticed. They end up getting caught, and then they have this huge fight with, like, 20, like, soldiers, and they win. And then they have some epic car chase scene back to the village, and it's only, like, a really small island, so all of the armed forces are after them.
Oh shit.
And then Jason Statham jumps back in the plane, like, he starts taking off, and then Sylvester Stallone starts like shooting people, like running after the plane, like he grabs onto the plane, like people are trying to shoot him, and then climbs into the plane and he takes over the controls, and they fly around and they come back towards the pier, and then Jason Statham jumps out of the nose, and then they start shooting machine guns, like 50 caliber machine guns at them, like obliterating the place, and then they douse the whole fucking pier and like part of the village with petrol and set it on fire. Like, just cause this huge explosion. That's their stealth mission. And then, like,
in and out undetected.
and then, like,
Take out everything.
the last mission is fucking amazing, and The Expendables I can only see getting better.
Yeah.
Which is why I have to see number 2, and they're making number 3. It's going to be a trilogy. They've already got Nicolas Cage to join the group.
See if I
They
like
want Harrison Ford to join the group.
Who?
Harrison Ford.
I don't know.
Han Solo. See Star Wars.
Oh yes. Oh.
Han Solo from Star Wars, Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Did
know,
Blade
yeah.
Runner,
Alright,
a
yeah.
fuckload of films.
Yeah, he's sick.
They want Harrison Ford to join the group.
And shit with names, man. So.
And they are talking to Clint Eastwood. Try and get him in the film as well. Number 3, if they get all of those members. Oh, and Mickey Rourke's coming back, because apparently he's not in number 2. And he didn't really have that big of a part in number 1. Like, he was the retired Expendable who still hanged out with them. But then he's coming back in number 3, so it's going to be fucking amazing.
I ain't even seen one.
You have to see 1.
I ain't seen it. Yeah, man. I have to download that questionably.
Well, I might just say fuck seeing Ted with Lydia. I'll just go watch The Expendables 2, because I've just seen number 1.
I need to see number 2.
Yeah. That film was ridiculous.
Yeah, I need to have
Like, it's been a while since I've actually watched an action film.
Yeah, true say. True say.
Like, I still think the last action film that I watched was possibly Bad Boys 2 when it was on the telly. And then I haven't seen that film in like a couple of years.
I don't even know what the last one I watched was. I'm such a bun brain, man. Forget everything.
Oh man. Oh, did you? I'm sure you guys probably talked about this on the last episode, but did you watch the closing ceremony of the Olympics?
No, we did not. Well, I didn't. I don't know if John did.
Oh wow.
Wow.
The closing ceremony was what they described a big symphony of British music. And they had all the classics on, like they played The Who, Brian May came on and did a shitty guitar solo. Pet Shop Boys performed. One Direction performed.
Oh my god. One fucking Direction.
Muse performed.
Sick.
There's 2 other acts which I can remember, which I left a status on Facebook saying that music got raped that night, because they had a member of The Falling, a member of Genesis, and the drummer of Pink Floyd and Ed Sheeran perform "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd, which is a fucking beautiful
Sick
song.
Yeah, it's a sick song.
And he fucking ruined it.
No way.
He ruined it. He fucking sucked at singing that song.
Oh.
And then that got followed by Pure Imagination came on. Right? Pure Imagination.
Sunshine in the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah. Guess who was fucking singing it?
Go on, tell me.
Russell Brand.
Fuck off! What are they doing?
Russell Brand, like waving his arms in the air, going Pure Imagination.
And then, up like.
And then, like, he's on this like weird psychedelic bus that pulls up onto the main stage, and then he starts singing "I Am the Walrus" by the Beatles.
Oh my days! What happened there?
And then,
What happened
and then
there?
after that, they had Jessie J and Tiny Temper play with Tyre Cruz, and then it played like a few what I saw as really shitty, possibly like, it's like top chart music, so it was played in clubs, which is why I never listened to it. And then suddenly these 5 taxis with like these weird neon lights on them. One of them's got a leopard print on, one of them's pink, and then like they all pull up, and the fucking Spice Girls come out of it. The Spice Girls
Oh shit!
performed at the closing ceremony,
Fuck.
and then also, like towards the end, Up Pops.
Upbox.
I think his name's Eric Idle, one of the Monty Python people. He jumps up wearing a spacesuit, and starts singing "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life" with the really, really over-exaggerated Cockney accent.
Oh shit!
Like, I always look on the bright side of life. And then halfway through the
I
song,
bet it's quite funny to watch though.
oh no, it was.
Yeah.
It was funny. Like, it was. Oh shit! Yeah, this guy's joke. And then halfway through this though, in this great like British symphony of British music, up pops about 20 Indian people in full Indian outfits, Bangla dancing to Indian music.
Yeah, well British.
And then it just suddenly comes back to "Always look on the bright." I was just watching this, just like, oh my god!
What have
the
you
whole
done?
world must see all British people like a bunch of fucking loonies. We just looked fucking stupid compared to the whole world. On that night, it was so ridiculous. I didn't like the closing ceremony. I didn't like it.
I want to kind of watch it now.
I reckon it is. I don't know. I would only watch it just to be like, oh my god, really? Just watch the ridiculous, just pop, like, it all build up. Like, they had Fatboy Slim did a small DJ set on a giant, like, inflatable, octopus. It was weird.
What's that?
It was weird.
What the
because
fuck?
the octopus came out of the psychedelic bus.
Oh my! What? Who comes up with this shit?
I don't know.
Who comes up with this? Shh.
It was fucking crazy.
Wow.
It was crazy.
I want to meet this guy. But I think it's that time again.
Oh, that time.
So, Auntie Alex, we have some questions for you here.
Alright. How can I help the world this time?
This is just a question. He just wants to know: can fat people go skinny dipping?
I don't see why not. Fat people are people at the end of the day. And we are all brothers, thus. We are all the same species.
But can you go skinny dipping?
Well, by himself, probably.
Everyone's like,
Everyone's it's like, what is this coming at us?
what's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? Is it a monster? I had sex to that tune once. It was just on the CD and it was playing. It was the first time, and like I met this girl one time, and yeah, I'll have to tell you about it another
I
time.
think, going off on a tangent a bit, there was like one tune that came on whilst the romance dance was happening.
Oh yeah.
And like I had like a playlist on, but the playlist was on shuffle, and most of this playlist was just like chill music.
Mm.
And I think metal came on. I just started saying like, I was like, oh shit, skip song. And then like we had Damien Rice singing Cannonball. So it was another like really nice tune. Go back into bed. And then like the next tune after that was some horrible dubstep song.
Jokes. Alright, here's one. If someone with multiple personalities threatens to kill himself, is that considered a hostage situation? Remember, he's got split personality. And threatened to kill himself.
I don't know.
I think I have to research that one.
That's like if you kill a clone of yourself, is that suicide? No, it's not.
It's not you. Fucking douche. Alright. Sorry about that, we can't answer that one. Whoever you were. Hope it's not you. Fuck!
And you asked a shit question.
Alright. Why do kamikaze pilots wear helmets?
I don't know, I think the radio's built into the helmet, so they have to still talk to each other,
Good thinking. I like that.
even though they all know what they have to do. Fly over and then
though.
collide with the airship. All they have to do.
Alright. Here's another one. Why does God hate Jews?
Well, simple, because the Jews killed Jesus. A Jew stabbed Jesus with the spear. The Jews set it up, Lewis.
No!
The Jews killed Jesus.
No fucking way, man!
Although I don't really believe in Jesus, so
No.
I don't care.
Whatever. What's something to do? What's something fun to do at 1 a.m?
Does he just want one thing, or does he want many?
I
'Cause
don't
do a
know.
lot of
I
things
think
at
he
1
wants a
a.m.
few. I'm not sure.
Well, you could,
He just says what's something fun I can do at 1 a.m. in the morning.
is he by himself?
I think so. Most probably.
So he can't do what I do at 1 a.m. when Lydia's around. Okay. Well, my routine through the whole of the Lydia segment saga when Lydia's been away was and you could do any of these things at 1 o'clock in the morning. You can watch a film.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You could eat something.
We will have a midnight snack.
You can get subtle in the garden.
Damn right.
You can have a wank.
Giddy gig.
You could still be out with your mates.
True say. Don't have to
Just-
be at home.
1 a.m.'s pretty early for me.
Yeah, you know. We don't go to sleep till like 6 in the morning.
Oh, I hate those days.
We're with Magic and the fungi. Alright. Here's one. Why do men have nipples?
I think I actually heard a theory about why men have nipples. Apparently, when we are like just beginning to develop in the womb,
In the womb?
apparently, for some reason, we all started off being female, and then like we ended up more like developing into a male. So that's apparently why we still have nipples. I think this is bullshit.
No, I've actually got something here, which is 10 useless body parts that we have, yeah? And I start at one, because that's the male nipples. And it says, all human fetuses develop nipples before their gender is determined. In men, they have no purpose except for rare cases of male lactation. So we just have nipples for no reason, basically. At all. The appendix,
Oh yeah.
you know what the appendix is for? We would have used it back in the day to break down grass and things. But we don't eat plants anymore, really, so we don't need that, it's useless. The exterior pili. I can't actually remember what this is. This is the hair follicle muscles that produce goosebumps. When humans had more body hair, the effect provided insulation or intimidated predators. So that's why you get goosebumps. The coccyx. Basically, it's our ancestors used to have tails.
Oh, tailbone.
Yeah, that's called the coccyx. Coccyx. COCCYX.
Coccyx.
Coccyx. Some shit like that.
Oh, wow.
Auricular
Articular
muscles. That's the one. Can't even read my rhyme. Articular muscles, which allowed the ear to swivel in the direction of sound, but they're useless now because all we can do now with it is just make our ears wiggle. That's quite jokes. Wisdom teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bastard. I'm getting my wisdom tooth through.
Yeah, they're fucking killer, aren't they? I've actually literally just chipped my tooth the other week.
Oh.
And while I was up in North, we was talking about taking painkillers and stuff. I don't usually take painkillers unless I get a bad toothache or a headache. And that night, what do I fucking get? The dirtiest toothache. I couldn't sleep that whole night, yeah. And then last night, I was in even more pain. I come back from here, and I've gone back home, and I'm in the car, and I'm like, fuck, I can feel it tickling. As soon as I got out of the car, it just started beating down, the cold hit me, and my tooth was just killing me. I was upstairs in agony, crying on the kitchen floor, taking loads of pills. My brother's online searching all these different remedies and that. He's like, put some ice there. I'm like, alright, and that don't help, man. What are you doing to me? And he's like, you know what? It's like if the cold don't work, use the opposite. Use a tea bag, because tea bags apparently have a drug in that that numbs pain. So if you ever get toothache as bad as mine, use a warm tea bag. Tea bag? Tea bag.
You just dip it in boiling water, then you put it in.
No, literally made a tea, sugar, milk, stir it around, took the thing out, squeezed it a little bit, and just put it on your tooth. Make sure the bag don't split though, because if you swallow too much of that leaf, it's poisonous, so you could kill yourself. Or you'd just be really, really ill. Why did I listen to you? Alright, there's also the vermonasal organ. Non-functional anymore, but it would have been used to smell human pheromones. But we can't use
I've always
it no more.
corrected your pronunciation.
Bruv, all day I've not been able to pronounce my words properly.
Wow.
I don't know why that is. I think it's because what happened last night, I was in so much pain from the toothache. I went to sleep at 4 o'clock, in the morning. Woke up at 7 in the morning, thinking it's 7 at night. I've woke up and I've gone, fuck, I'm late. I was supposed to be doing a podcast today. shit. So I've texted Mum, I've texted you like, oh yeah, sorry I'm late. We're going to have to arrange this for another time. Like, what are you up to and that? And then I've only gone into the I've only gone and looked on the internet and seen that it's 7 a.m. I was like, what the fuck? I quickly texted Mum like, sorry, forget about the last text. I'll see you later.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's why I've probably been stuttering on my words, because I've just had like no sleep.
Last night was horrible. Last night was fucking horrible. It was so hot.
Oh yeah, fucking hell, tell me about it, man.
Like, my room used to be the garage, and they converted it into a room before we moved in. And so my room is like on the ground floor. It's the hottest room in the house, and it also doesn't help that I have a 42-inch plasma screen TV in that tiny room, and that's like that emits enough heat to be used as a radiator in the winter as well.
Yeah.
And I also have my computer on all the time, which generates heat. And
Some little sauna in there.
I was a bit tired out for reasons earlier.
Oh yeah.
Like, Lydia stayed round, and my room was fucking disgustingly hot. Went outside, got subtle, like cooled down a bit. But
Does
then
Lydia get so?
Sometimes.
Oh, sick. Oh no, I was here when she got so. What am I talking about?
Then we couldn't sleep, so I tried to get into the attic to go get a fan, But then my mum came out and screwed at me.
What the fuck are you
She was
doing?
like, I don't want you fucking walk around the ceiling. You'll wake everyone out.
Yeah,
So I'm like, fuck. So then I ended up getting subtle again in the back garden, just like with like no shirt on, just in like pajama trousers, just like,
oh my god.
so fucking shit.
Yeah, man, I hate the hot when I'm sleeping as well.
Mm.
Because I like getting under blankets, but I like having one leg out. And if it's too hot, I can't have a blanket, but I want a blanket.
Yeah.
So it just
I
pisses me off.
could sleep. I could sleep
get
without
angry.
a blanket.
No, I don't like it. I have to be snuggled up.
No, yeah, no, like, well, if it's too hot, I just throw my duvet off my bed onto my floor, just go to sleep.
Back to useless body parts. There's only like 3 left.
Oh, shit.
Bear with me. Bear with me. There's body hair, which is useless, obviously. The only thing is the eyebrows to keep sweat from our eyes. Facial hair could play a role in sexual attraction, and other hair, no real function.
What about like chest hair?
No
Chest
function.
hair is sexy.
Oh yeah, that some girls like that. Yeah, you've only got a little bit like me as well. I've only got
Oh
a
no,
little-
it's spreading.
yours is
spreading out.
yours is darker than mine
And
though.
I've got a horribly hairy stomach.
Oh shit! We need to wax that one day.
No.
Whoosh.
We-
Watch
we
you
already-
scream.
We already tried my chest hair with duct tape.
Oh.
Well, like they put the duct tape on, and they were about to rip it off. I was getting really fucking nervous. I was like, shit, this is gonna fucking hurt. Like in my nervous state, I sweated so much it just went.
Hey, bruv, one time we put this industrial like sticky tape stuff on one of our mates Liam's pubes, yeah, because he's never trimmed his pubes, so it's like a fucking forest down there, bruv, yeah.
Why do you know?
Because he's always got them hanging out by accident. That's how long they are, yeah.
Oh man.
And then fucking, it was Christmas time these times, and we were like, oh yeah, we're putting up the lights and that. We're like, oh Liam, we should do your pubes, we should wax them off, because we used to always do like jackass things, and we always used to get Liam to get the to always happen to him. So there's loads of different ones, like we used to whip him with towels and shit, wet flannel. Oh, we used to go nuts on it. And then anyway, yeah, I forgot where I was going with that.
Duct tape.
Oh yeah,
industrial
onto
duct
his
tape on
pubes. Fuck yeah, and then ripped it off, and he didn't feel it. That's how many pubes he had, bro. He didn't feel it. It was just like snapping off. Like it was so disgusting. I was like, what? You're a fucking beast, bro.
I can't imagine people with horrific pubes getting laid.
Chinese
Like-
people.
Yeah, but that's just like all Chinese people. Like, yeah, that's the stereotype.
Germans.
But like, imagine if you're a girl and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get laid, and you go down, and you undo the trousers, and boom, you get hit in the face. But you're like, ah, my eyes! Oh, jeez, it smells.
She's got braces just getting stuck in her teeth. Like, fuck.
Like, I would be out of there. I'd be like, fuck this.
Have you ever gone down on Lydia when she was hairy?
She never was.
Fair enough. Alright, and the Darwin point is another useless body part. It is a fold of skin at the top of the ear. 10% of humans used to swivel or flop down the ear. So you could flop your ear, just that little tiny bit there.
Oh, wow.
You could stick it up and flop it down.
What, like manually, or could you
No,
do it, like,
just
controlling your
Yeah,
ear?
just controlling it. But we can't use it anymore. We can't use that muscle anymore because we've just evolved not to need it. Because we are the main predators on this earth.
Well, sometimes I wonder.
Yeah.
Like, when you're walking your dog and you have to pick up his shit, I do question who is the dominant species here. I'm picking up this dog's shit. I own
That's
this
only
dog.
because of us having fucking
Yeah, no, there is
civilization
that,
and-
but it's just so funny. Imagine if dogs could actually fully think, and they're just like, this guy bought me, paid for my medication to stay alive, gives me a house. I live in the house for free.
eat all the food.
Eat all the food. He takes me forward. He picks up my shit. If I vomit, he cleans it up. I don't fucking clean it up. Sometimes I eat it.
Oh, sometimes
Dogs do eat their vomit. It's really
yeah,
weird.
that is disgusting, man. Last but not least, the Pilica semilarius, which was our third eyelid.
What?
Yeah, we had a third eyelid. You see that bit by your tear duct?
Yeah.
That used to sweep across to the side.
Oh,
To
shit.
obviously get dust out your eyes. But we can't use it no more. That's fucked up, isn't it?
It is fucked
That we
up.
have so many fucking useless body parts. Why? Why can't we use these things? I want to use these things. They're
Why,
kind of
God?
cool.
Why, God?
I want to bend my ears up and down. I've actually got one more thing I actually want to talk about. It is crazy ice cream flavours.
Crazy ice cream flavors.
Yes, it is.
Have you seen? Have you seen this brand called Little Babies Ice Cream?
No.
They do some crazy flavors,
Like,
but they also do some crazy adverts.
oh shit.
Like-
You're looking at me very freakily right now.
Yeah, no, this advert, right? It's got this man, and he is covered in like what just looks like melted ice cream, and he looks like an ice cream man because he's got like a curve in his head because they've like photoshopped a curve into his head,
What the fuck?
and he's just looking at the camera, just like dead straight face with his eyes like wide open like this, and he looks really
Does
freaky.
he say anything?
He doesn't say anything, right?
What?
It's
You'll
got
be
this-
shitting yourself at night and it comes on.
It's got this narrator just going, there is a secret to why my skin is so pure, so smooth. And then like this like man, he like turns out he's holding a spoon, and he starts like scooping shit out of his
Oh
head
my
and
God.
eating it. And like he's still got this dead serious face on his look, and then like sometimes it changes to look even more scary.
No, I'll be
And, like,
shitting here.
It just goes, I eat little baby's ice cream.
Oh,
It
what?
makes me feel alive. I love my job. It's like really weird, like narration.
Oh my god, that
And
sounds
all he
fucked
does,
up.
he just eats ice cream, and it just goes, little baby's ice cream. 'Cause ice cream is a feeling. Like,
Ice cream is a fish.
but like because of that advert, I want to try little baby's ice cream
Oh, I wonder what that's gonna fucking taste like.
because they have like peanut butter flavored ice cream,
Bro, you should hear the ridiculous.
pizza flavored ice cream.
Any others?
They do like some weird
I've got
exotic
some.
flavors. Like they have chocolate, but it's not just chocolate. It's
not
like
just
crazy chocolate. But I'm trying to remember like, any of like weird flavors. I don't think I can remember any.
Here's some. See if any of these will jog your memory. In Japan, they've got squid ink.
Yeah. Oh,
Squid ink ice cream.
I've heard they have octopus ice cream as well.
Oh, I didn't see that one. These were the top 10 that I found. USA. What is it going to be? Come on. Have a guess. Have a guess.
Burger flavored ice cream.
Kinda close. Bacon flavoured ice cream. It's just strips of bacon in your ice cream. So it's probably just a vanilla ice cream with just strips of bacon. Looks fucking disgusting, mate. I wouldn't try it. Japan, another Japan one. Fried chicken wings. Ice cream. Literally chicken wings shoved in your ice cream. Once again. Oh, this one was fucking weird. UK, this is our one. Breast milk ice cream.
Oh,
Breast milk ice cream.
oh,
That's gonna
Fucking
taste so
disgusting.
weird, bruv. Have you ever had breast milk before?
when I was a baby, like everyone in the world has. But
No, like-
I can't remember what the fuck it tastes like.
I remember one time. I was
No.
yes, I was sucking this chick's nipples, and she kind of leaked in my mouth.
That means that she would have had a kid.
Yeah, she had a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, of course she had a kid.
Lydia has pretty big tits. That's like-
She doesn't leak.
She doesn't like. It's weird because they're really big, but yet she just hasn't produced milk.
Oh shit.
Lydia's probably gonna be listening to this like. Bastard.
bitch.
Fucking bastard.
Always saying our fucking stories. Tell it to the world. This is on YouTube, motherfucker. The world can hear you.
She expects it.
Another one from UK. Haggis. Haggis ice cream. So you're eating sheep intestine ice cream.
Wow.
Really? I've never tried haggis. So do you like haggis?
I've never had a haggis, but I wouldn't have a problem trying it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying it. I've eaten like a grub one before, just for the
Just for the lol.
yeah.
YOLO.
Just why not? I don't know how to pronounce this one. This is French. Foie gras. That's just like some cheese ice cream.
Wow.
Looks butters. Italy. Oh my god. Viagra flavoured ice cream.
What the fuck, does Viagra taste good or something?
I'm just gonna get it up. Let me eat an ice cream. Shit.
Oh wow.
There's this Alaskan ice cream. It's called Acutaqua.
Like whale blubber ice cream or something.
Yeah, whipped animal fat, berries, sugar, and boiled fish.
Ugh.
Who eats this? That's what I want to know.
Inuits.
Who the fuck eats this shit?
Eskimos.
But the worst one I see was in Japan again. Charcoal flavoured ice cream.
What?
Charcoal, actual charcoal flavoured ice cream. Isn't that gonna fucking give you cancer or some shit?
Well, Japan is just like, we've gone a little bit over our elected time, but Japan is a fucked up country.
Yeah.
The age of consent in Japan is 13.
Shit.
You are legally allowed to have sex with a 13-year-old girl in Japan, and you can even buy realistic-looking sex dolls of like 13-year-old kids.
That is fucked up.
There's also a vending machine that disposes used girls' underwear.
Who puts their underwear in there?
People.
Just people walk past like, yeah.
Yeah,
fuck
people
it.
like if they don't want the underwear anymore, they'll just put it in the vending machine.
That is disgusting. I see this one thing in that it's a machine they've made for the sperm donors. It's a fucking wanking machine, bruv. You put your dick in it and it just wanks you off and you just spunk into it. And people on YouTube are all putting their fingers in it and that, and I'm just like, oh, what are you doing? You do know what that's for, right? Like, just see some guy just standing up, yeah, fucking love this shit. Oh man, they caught some fucked up shit. Some fucked up
wow.
shit. And another Japan one, raw horse flesh. What the fuck? That's all I can say. Whoever eats these ice creams, you're fucking crazy. Just to let you know.
I've eaten horse before.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was quite like beef.
Oh, is it?
It's like more richer than beef. I had it in France. Pretty good. Pretty damn good.
Sick. Have you had sawfish?
No.
No, that is fucking lovely, mate. Thick like meat, and then just tastes like fish. But it's like, so meaty. It's wicked. Try it out.
Definitely look into that.
Definitely look into trying out some swordfish. Definitely. But yeah, I think that is us for the night.
Yeah.
Extremely subtle.
We did well. I thought we were going to be shit.
Yeah, it was kind of quiet
We
about
probably
John.
were shit,
Yeah.
but, you know, we did a lot better than I thought we would. I thought we were going to have, like, several times where it's just,
Silent.
oh, did you hear it? No. In fact, we're going to pause the podcast, and we're going to end up pausing
We're
the
gonna
podcast, and just to, like, look stuff up on our phones to talk about.
I actually had like 4,000 pages of notes, but it only lasted like 10 seconds.
I still have, like, 2 things I didn't talk about on my one.
I've actually got quite a few things I didn't talk about, to be honest.
Save them.
Yeah, I'm going to, definitely.
You can outdo Magic next week.
Yeah!
It's like, turn up, Magic's got, like, here's 2 sheets of paper. He's like, am I the only one that's brought these bloody notes?
You see me?
Oh, fuck you.
Double-sided 4 pages. All in all 8 pages.
I did shit this week. I had four bullet points, but luckily I'm pretty good at going off on tangents.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Many times.
I think that is us. You've been listening to. Actually, we don't know the track that's being played at the end, if there even is one.
Oh my god, I think you told me it as well. Oh my god, I think you did. We're going to have to pause it.
Well, you're about to listen to the track we are going to play this week. Whoever
is-
you are who made the track,
We big you
yeah,
up.
we big you up.
We've definitely heard
Definitely
your tune.
should check him out. I hope John has said who you're listening to. But yeah, I've been Alex,
I've been Lewis.
and you've been listening to the Lame Podcast.
Once again.
Tune in next week for more antics. and we'll see you. Bye.
You felt alive for the first time. You felt the sunset in your eyes. You couldn't believe anything. Back in last December we couldn't speak. So clean me now. Repent my sin, so I'm whole again. Awake me now. My heart's your heart, my limbs your limb. Wanna feel it. I didn't expect you to notice who I even been. I didn't expect you to fall for a wretch like me. A wretch like me. Feel the wind in your hair. Although it's cold, you show me soul. Land you for the doorstep, 'cause after all, you're coming home. Wanna feel it. I didn't expect you to know